The back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way.
Oh my god, boys. I had to go pee so fast for that intro. I could have done my taxes, dude, with how fast I was back. I sat in my goddamn seat when the dude was like, choke me daddy. That's how fast I went. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderfully beautiful day while I'm struggling to green screen in position. This green screen is pissing me off. Wait. Do some green screen tricks, or am I gonna screw the? I feel like I'll just screw the pooch if I try to play with this. Don't play with stuff, boys. Don't play with your food. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody is having a wonderful, beautiful day. We are only a few days away before the patch 8.2 is finally here. So how is everybody doing, boys? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are literally days away from the end of 8.15 or 8.1, whichever one you will look at it, into the 8.2, a new chapter in our motherfucking lives. Oh, dude, I cannot wait. Also, let me see this real quick. Sorry. I got pizza. I scarfed it down. I'm choking, dude. I scarfed that shit down so fast, it's coming back up. That's never fun. Alright, let's see. Is WoW Classic still up just for fun of it? Or was it up for only like barely any days? Also, are we in WoW Classic beta, or are we in WoW Classic just stress test? Because some people actually got beta apparently. Some people apparently got real beta access, like a buddy of mine's Quiz. But he's like, I got beta. What is the classic stress? There is. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. That's my character, dude. That's how I've been leveling. Level 11 row, got him to Westfall, and I quit. Okay. Well, that was fun. Alrighty, boys. Today is not a WoW Classic day. Pipe down your vanilla excitement, boys. Bust out the goddamn chocolate and strawberry. We're going for more than one flavor. Woo! Alrighty. BFA 5521 Duels on. Drumroll, please. EU, of course, as we do with every motherfucking Friday. Oh, PTR stuff. Hold on. PTR updates. Guys, start making groups on EU right now. Start making groups on EU right now. Start. Do it. As soon as we're done with this PTR update, that's it. We're popping in, boys. Name of the group? It's going to be called 5521 Duels as per goddamn usual, boys. How you doing, Ruin? Hope you're having a good one, my man. Why are you human gay? What? Hello? I can't be human anymore? Oh, like... you know what? I was just leveling a character. I was just, you know what? With how much last time I tried to play Classic, we couldn't even quest anywhere. So I was lucky enough to even get some questing done. But I would play a Night Elf or an Undead if I were to play Vanilla. It would be a Night Elf or an Undead. It has to be, man. It has to be. I wouldn't have any other options, honestly. But yeah, there it is. On Friday, I believe it's Friday in America. It's Saturday. NA is Saturday. Unless NA isn't here, then we'll have 2 days of EU back to back to back to back to back until the patch 8.2 is here. That's what we're gonna be doing, I think, boys. Can we do one US duel? I mean, if you got 5 people in, dude, if you got 2 groups of 5 on NA, I'm okay if NA wants to get some duels today going. If y'all want to open up Daddy Dust, if y'all want to open up some games on NA, you guys are more than welcome to. If we get 2 groups of 5 on NA today, then yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down like a clown, okay? Just get in the goddamn game right now. Get that EU going. I can't sing, so I'm gonna stop that right there. Duels playlist. Let me get my playlist going, okay? While I'm swapping my music, I need something in the background. I'm out of breath already. Can you imagine that? I was just humming a tune. I was just humming a tune. Alrighty, boys, get me your 5-5, give me your young, you're weak, you're powerful, give me all your best warriors, EU, everybody you got right now, give it to me. Give me all them souls. I'm gonna be like motherfucking Bwansamdi, collecting all, what the fuck is this? Today's Midsummer Festival? Is there a new Hearthstone with this one, or do I already have this one? Wait, is there a new Hearthstone with it? What do I go to? I'm gonna need to hop on NA. Now I know what I'm doing for the day, boys. Now I got shit what I'm gonna do after the stream. Hopping on NA, grinding me, whatever Hearthstone they got for this season. Oh, I'm actually kind of excited. At first, you know what? I was just about to sit here and trash talk the fact that there's a goddamn holiday in World of Warcraft. Be like, who cares? But you know what? I care. I love collecting the Hearthstone toys from all of them. And that's what I think is gonna be easy. Just run around and set bonfires on fire, right? Just fly everywhere. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's gonna be easy. 4-5 Alliance group, it's an org where the cat portals are. Yeah, I'm gonna head over there on an A. I'm not gonna do it on EU. There's no point of doing it on EU. Can I find the toy actually? Do they have one? Hearth. Can we do not collected too? Fire Eater's Hearthstone. Woo! That's pretty cool. Brewfest Reveler's Hearthstone. Autographed Heart. I have that one. Headless Horseman. I need that one. I have that one. I got that one. I got that one. So I'll be 1, 2, 3, and I'll be set until they add more. Because I have almost all of them. Almost all of them. Almost. I'm actually super excited right now, boys. Super fucking excited. But the catapulters are, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're not even going to do it on the EU. We got Chrysler 5 out of 5 ready. We got ourselves Katrick 5 ready. We already got boys already ready to get some motherfucking duels going. Alright, let me cue you guys right now. Chrysler and Katrick 5. Ooh, now we're good. Bought a 5 group, search 5-5. Yeah, boys, if you want to join some motherfucking 5-5 duels, hit I on your keyboard for group finder. Go to player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group 5, enter in a custom search, and you'll be able to find some groups on Alliance and Horde. Is that easy? Or you can make your own groups. You can call them just 5-5 duels, Dalaran, any of those words. As long as you have the words 5, you have 5 in there. Number 5, word. Number 5, letter V, number 5. That's it. That's all I care about. Alrighty. So switch. What do we got for the day? We got ourselves DK Hayes opening up on Team Blue. What are we playing, Unholy? Dude, can you imagine Unholy's actually getting buffed next patch? You would think Unholy's already plenty strong right now, but they're getting buffed in 8.2. Incredible. We got ourselves our boy Chrysler busting out the Destro. Now gonna be playing around, just means business. We got Certified Cutie playing that Alliance. Toku, what's up, man? As a Survival Hunter, and Vikro as, wait, Vikram? I hear that, okay, I think he's that monk that ran around the corner the whole time. And then we got Team Melee here with Dirks Brian. We got Ginlo, I'm gonna call you Giant Loaf. I don't know. Katrick, Luddy, and McTiddles. Alrighty, boys, we got everybody we need. Who do they got first up? It's gonna be Chrysler on Team Blue, and everybody else. Actually, they're discussing, oh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna do it? You guys, you can't just be like, okay, he goes, no go, he they go, that go. Just roll. That's all how we do it, man. I can see you guys' damn plans. You guys are scheming over there. You're like, yeah, scheming. No. We can see it. That's a face of somebody who's like, uh-oh, I'm busted. Get in there, boy. Get in there, give it your best goddamn shot. Chrysler is literally, whoever's first. I don't know, is it you? Is it Cat? Whoever's first, you guys did the rolls. Whoever goes first. It doesn't matter to me. There's 5-5 ones. There we go, boys. Time to reroll Death Knight. What's up, Purple? How you doing, man? Dude, Death Knight got a 16% buff on all base abilities. Like, what is this? There's Brian opening up with a cheap shot as an outlaw, and that's gonna be, as per usual, the hit by the Succubus. Chaos Bolt coming out for Chrysler. Gonna go for a bit of a setup. It's gonna land the Immolate Conflagrate, maybe to follow. Gonna be the shortest stun in the world by Dirks. He's gonna land the kick, missing the kick, and it's opening himself up for more fierce. Cloak of Shadows coming out a little bit early. Gonna be Warlock Council for Chrysler early up. Is gonna snag the fear onto Dirks and sending him away without a Chaos Bolt. Actually, Dirks' pathing was so perfect. He actually avoided a Chaos Bolt. Then it's gonna be a pretty meat Immolate sitting on him, and he's trying to approach Chrysler. Gonna go for the pistol shots. Is gonna go for a gouge in the pet. Is that gonna be enough? Horror effect on the Dirks with an Immolate to follow. Does Chrysler go for anything more? Is trying to see if he can land in fear. Dirks actually lined him for his second stun onto Chrysler right now with a Magic to follow, but that is gonna be pet CC right after. Chrysler is gonna pop some cooldowns off with a massive Cataclysm. needs to get himself a come flag. Gonna be an Infernal coming down right now. Vanish coming in immediately, but Dirks, as he sees every cooldown being popped by Chrysler. And Chrysler needs to either find a dot on Dirks Bind, hit him with an AoE. Dirks Bind still has a dot. Rolling is gonna get a grapple hook away. Chrysler is mounted up for a second. Does he maybe get a rain of fire? Does get on one side. I think that does catch Dirks Bind with a pet slow catch coming out. And that's going to be Infernal stuck on him right now like glue. Stun coming out on Dirks into a Casbolt. Going to be a beefed up Casbolt. Can Chrysler get another one of those out? Drop Dirks Bind to literally half health. Going to be Pet CC. Actually, if Trinket in that Pet CC, he didn't have to because then Infernal was going to burn it out anyway. Fear with a Casbolt combo wombo back to back. Safety chicken coming out for Dirks Bind right now. Does get gouges on the pet, which is really good for him. Almost juked out of the Cataclysm. Not quite though. Does get pistol shots at Chrysler. And as he tried to get away through the other side, is going to get hit with a come flag. And I think Dirks Bind is done. But he's moving. I think he gave up. I think he gave up. But I think what happened is he tried to grapple hook. And Chrysler come flagged him. And it was like, well, you know what? What can I do? You know what? I can't blame him. As an outlaw, it's almost impossible to beat a Destro Warlock. Telling you right now, boys. That's going to be a Fear. Trying to come out onto Gatchika a little bit early. Does Zerka rage out of it immediately. And it's going to try to see if he can get some damage onto Chrysler. Is going to go for the Reflect right now. Actually forcing a Reflect onto Chrysler right now. Chrysler should have waited just a little bit longer. And that's going to be Cat. Gonna get hit with a Pet CC. No way out of this one though. Does get a random throw onto Chrysler with a stun. And Chrysler does probably get a setup going onto Gatchika. And Maledict, because Gatchika doesn't have a Reflect. But this one is just going to have to burn through heals. Is going to go for a bit of Blaze Storm. Does still get out of the Blaze Storm to interrupt Chrysler on a massive Chaos Bolt, though. Is continuing to pump pressure into him. War Stomp to disrupt that Chaos Bolt just by a little bit. Another Chaos Bolt coming out with a Fear to disrupt it by a little bit. Just trying to not let a good Chaos Bolt out. And is going to go for the Reflect as soon as Wall comes out for Chrysler. Force it out of the safety chicken out of him immediately right now. More Chaos Bolts trying to come out. Again, another pummel. Chrysler is running out of options. Gatchika is able to just completely obliterate him on the. Actually, it's going to be finally a horror effect onto Cat with the Casbolt finally coming out. Is going to snag massive healing off of Fear onto Cat. Doesn't have Zerka Rage. That's still more Casbolts coming out for Chrysler. Might want to find a way out of this bad situation. I mean, he's just casting right in Gatchika's face. Trying to let a last Casbolt. Not going to happen as he's sitting in that X. He could range for way too long. And down he goes. Toka is up next though. Toka, I think, is trying to come up. See if he wants to get an honor duel going. And Chrysler just walking up. He's like, you know what? Honor duel? I don't even care. Just get in there, boy. Ooh, and it's going to be a freezer trap off the bat. Toku is going to be able to land the opener, but against Chrysler, it's going to be difficult. And it's going to be a knockback trap, knocking Chrysler not quite off the platform, but kind of get caught by the bridge over, or by the pillar over there. So that was an interesting move. Some by the pet to fall. It does have the new Bloodswarmer pets from Nazmir, and I don't know if those things do anything different at all. I thought that was only for Beast Mastery too. Gatchika, as per usual, is gonna go. Popping up cooldowns, cannot hit Toka. So it's actually massive cooldowns, just unable to do anything. Does catch a Reflect onto Toka, forcing a Trinket out of Toka on top of it. That's gonna be susceptible to Fuse, susceptible to stun, and Gatchika only needs one short War Stomp to usually finish off most people. And it's gonna go for that more sustained playstyle. Finally able to catch it to Toka. His pet is dead down in the gutter. Is gonna try to get a knockoff on Gatchika. Not gonna happen. Turtle Shell coming out for Toka is gonna be able to revive the pet. That is a massive defensive burn. Try to get a Manic Bandage going for a second, but decided to get mobile, decided to start moving. Is going to get harpooning onto Cat. The pet is bad. Going to be an extra defensive for Toku to deal with. Is going to be able to land those stuns too. And that's going to be a freezing trap right as Gatchika literally has fire just coming out of his snout. Toku is dealing with a mean, heavy, lean machine right now. Gatchika get a landed with a stun with Toku. He's completely out of all cooldowns though. How is he going to be able to do this in a sustained heavy fight against Gatchika? He might want to go for a hit and run playstyle, or at least try to rage him, but with a pet being always next to Cat, there's always someone for him to hit. Knocking back Gatchika, which gives him opportunity to get a charge if he needs to. So Gatchika actually can use his knockbacks in order to land a charge. That is going to be a Blaze Storm, I guess. Try to see if he can maybe avoid a trap or a stun. That is going to be a Reflective Follow. Does. Toka still has a trap. He does. Tricky coming out of Gatchika immediately to catch up to Toka. He has no trap. Hopefully he has a stun sometimes so to at least peel Gatchika off of him. Doesn't have anything right now. Doesn't have disengage. Doesn't have a defensive. Doesn't even have acceleration right now. And it looks like it is going to be a slow death down to the end as Gatchika just ground pounds him all the way down. Certified Cutie is up next. Going to be opening up as an assassination onto Cat. Get a shot to follow. Trying to go for a big damage right now with a massive Vendetta. Gatchika trying to get a leap. Didn't quite happen. Did drop down to get a charge heal off of Certified. It's going to go for the DFA to catch up to Cat. Massive, massive damage out of that event. And while Vendetta was running, that is also going to be an evasion out of the Certified. Katrikan no longer with a trinket. All he has is a massive heal and a kinetic shot. Big heal coming out right now. Does get to catch a bit of that heal from Certified. It's actually going to reflect that, oh my god, he actually should have let the Maledict hit. What happens if you pop Maledict blind? Does the Maledict break blind or not? That was a nice reflect on the Certified, though. All that damage and healing reduction is gone, but Katrikan is now out of any kind of opportunity to heal. That is no evasion for Certified anymore, so Katrikan could maybe play around with it. Has Schematic Shot if he needs to. Big DFA coming down. Lots of damage on the Certified, and it's going to go for that Cloak of Shadows. I don't know if he is able to cloak anything through Cat, but that's Cat still catching a bunch of heals. Poison Bomb coming down, but it doesn't look like it matters to Cat, and it's going to be a nice big Shadow Step for Certified. Big lead for Katrikan into a kit this shot, and Certified is going to swap places, so they keep Cat up above, keep himself down below. That is going to be catching the slow to Certified with nothing left. Does he have another kid this shot? Looks like Poison Bomb coming out, and nothing he could do at the end there. Katrikan obliterates that rogue in half. Somebody go pick up these pieces. Vikro is up next. They're going to land a full stun. No short stun onto Katrikan. Ward stuff to stop all the images. That's actually a lot of damage on the Vikro in the opener, as he's just losing 20% of his health in just a single go. And Katrikan is going to use the images to get some charge heals off of. He's not gonna want to focus on Vikro 100%. He doesn't always need to. That's Fist of Fury. That's a lot of cooldowns to work with, and that's gonna be Touch of Death. He's trying to get Vikro off his back. Gonna be a Fury to rotate this. Katrikan survived the Touch of Death barely, and Vikro is there to finish off the job at the very end as soon as he sees the Touch of Death taken down that low. McDonald's up next, going to land a stun to Vikro, no chicken available, as he's not going to be able to get quite a lot of damage. He didn't have a setup, though. That's going to be Fist of Fury for Vikro to keep him at bay. That Fist of Fury for Warriors is just the worst ability to deal with. Vikro does get hit with a little bit of a Maledict, but he's just going to use the mobility as a leverage to stay away from any damage and just heal as much as humanly possible. This guy is an elite monk, so has at least 2,400. Is he going to play? Is he that Vikro same guy that literally just ran the whole game against Kreiser? Oh my goodness, then we might just have to have this guy sit out. Like, yeah, he's a good monk, but all he does is running. I don't know if anybody has fun watching that, you know what I mean? Like, we love a great monk, but I love a close game rather than like a save game with somebody running all the time. Unless they go for a 2v1. That was a lot more entertaining. Do we have any more steppers in chat that want to get 2v1 by a monk? Turtle's taking quite a bit of damage, so Sage Chicken coming out for him a little bit early. Vikro is going to set up a port right now. Whirling Dragon Punch, and that's going to be a Karma right now. Turtles just has nothing to deal with. That's going to be a full images Karma. He's trying to catch up to the Warrior. That's going to be a stun onto Vikro, but he's just kind of walking by, just doing run by with a Vikro charge. Heals off of him. Fist of Fury gapping him right now. Can't do anything. Actually stuck in combat. Can't do a lot. He's going to go for a Blaze Storm. Needs to get a heal off of Vikro. Barely has any health. He's actually just at the edge of his life. And he's just done. Vikro one's up. Just kicks him right in the jugular, and that's it. Luddy is going to be next. So as an Esther Warlock versus Vikro, should probably dismount and get the pet over there onto Vikro. Vikro's looking for that port immediately off the bat. Try to put Luddy on the lower area, and it's even going to go for a Ring of Peace just to disrupt him for a bit. Still going to stay with the pet, generate some chi off of that, but again, line of sight perfectly. Just trying to stay here and trying to get as much healing. As soon as he sees Luddy coming by near, he's just going to roll off and run to the other side. It's actually going to go for that Void Elf Racial. Alright, that Void Elf Racial on a monk with already the playstyle he has might just be the most mind-numbing thing for Luddy to deal with. Might be the most annoying thing. Can he catch this monk? That is going to be the question. Fear onto Vikro, and it's going to be able to slam with the cannonball. Today's going to be a trinket a little bit late for Vikro. I guess it was maybe deciding that, you know what, in my health, I might want to trinket wall this as much as I can. Gonna be a horror effect to follow with an immolate onto Vikro. Is going to port way out of there, and it's going to continue running as fast as it can. Try to make it to the other side of the pillar. Luddy is able to catch him with conflags from time to time. Shadow Fury around the corner, stopping Vikro's healing. Might be enough to distract him a little bit. With a Petsy to follow. Does he actually have him right here with a massive cannonball? I think that's going to be it. Does he have a Karma? It looks like Vikro, the elite monk, gets obliterated with a cannonball. DK Hayes is up next. As a death, they're going to get slows on the pet and Luddy. Once they leverage that range that he has, DK has a lot of ground to cover. Is that going to be maybe a grip? Going to be AMS on a DK a little bit early as he's finally able to get around top of Luddy, and is going to try to see if he can get the Army of the Dead rolling. He's going to get Apocalypse rolling right now and gripping Luddy back into the Abomination. Try to keep him on top of all the pets. Cataclysm coming out, and Luddy is going to be going for, hey, you know what, if I can't run away from this guy, at least I'm going to get a lot of resources. Let's even drop down an Infernal on top of this, land a horror effect onto DK Hayes. Might as well pop wall and everything at this point. Start coming out, does check it out. out of it. Fear onto DK. He's gonna slam those cannonballs into him back to back. DK is gonna have to go for massive healing while he's got it. It's gonna interrupt Bloody on a shadow spell, but that's cannonballs for free that are coming out. It's actually gonna silence him with a trigger from COS. Shadow Fury to follow, does land it for a second. He gets out of it. Another cannonball, grabs that cannonball, actually needs to land that fear. It's gonna land that fear, but the shortest fear in the world into a cannonball. Oh my god, that cannonball! That's all he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the biggest damage I got. Woo! Goddamn, boys! Woo! Good set of duel at the start. By the way, anybody that watches my videos regularly, you guys probably know, we put up a video on patch 8.2 class updates. And some people ask me, hey Dal, what are the Warlock changes? Let me tell you, and if you play Industrial and you love just how strong they are, there was no Warlock changes at all. As far as I am to understand. This is the changes that Blizzard revealed with the blue post, so when digging through the files, there might be something new, but for now, as we look at it, it seems fairly the same. Seems like everything's gonna stay. Just saying. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one going. We got ourselves Azeroth groups ready. PS, one of them is Glad. R 5 out of 5 people. Are you guys different people, different groups, or same group? I guess we'll figure it out. Zakati and Azeroth, man. It looks like there is different groups, so that is perfect. Okay, save that. Okay, for 8.2, by the way, after we're done with all the duels, I am gonna clean out the audio list of EU and NA, by the way. We're gonna start it from scratch for 8.2, because we're in the 300s and it's getting a little bit difficult, honestly. Man, Blizzard ruined speed, 9% nerf. I think they'll be fine, dude. Come on. I think Shadow Priest will be fine. Are you kidding me? Yo, can we just, shit, hold on. Hold on. Switch. Cool. Now I can do whatever the fuck on stream. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. That's not what I meant to do. Hey, chat! Oh, Shadow Priest isn't on the top anymore? What the fuck? Since when? Wait, hold on. Fury Warriors top? Whoa, maybe they didn't need a nerf. Wow, I was gonna show the chat. Shadow Priest being on top of all the charts in PvE and raid, but apparently LA Shamans are better in BOD and Fury Warriors are better in UNOT? What? Okay, weird. We are doing have ourselves the next group up and running. We're gonna get Leatherich as a big old panda. With Malvir, Onyx, Snaps, and Zakaria as a monk versus TMP Psycho. TMP. Is that TM Storm or whatever? Is that Pika? Okay, I don't know. That's going to be an instant silence on the TMP though. Trying to see if he can let it heal. That's not going to be maybe a kick out of Zakati though. No, he's not going to go for it. Just sitting in the ghost. We'll try to see if he can get some healing. Try to get a slow over Zakati. Is going to go for that. A little bit of that mobility out there. Start coming out by the primarily into a X. The rest of Team TMP are going to be in tech. We got ourselves Fly Car. We got ourselves Crit Happens and Azeroth. TMP is going to have massive zaps available for Zakati, who actually is out of a karma. Not a lot he can really do. Shortest stun in the world of Zakati. Does see if Psy could go for a big Earth Shot. Could actually eliminate Zakati right now. It's going to go for that Diffuse Magic early with a touch of death into a Fist of Fury right now. Try to see if he can maximize the damage of the TMP. Might want to bail out of the big Earth Shock to fall into Zakati. Have enough health. And he actually does get Frost Shock to death with TMP taking him out completely as I try to introduce the rest of Team Blue. Next up is going to be Onyx. Actually grounding totem onto what looked like a Hodge was just the best goddamn play I've ever seen right now. Onyx not able to get his stuns in the opener. TMP reading him like a book. Gonna land that Earth Shield a little bit early and is playing the totem build right now. Is this tasty? Is this some tasty 2.0 stuff going on right here? What is this? Earth Shock coming down to Onyx with a last of dust stricken out of it. As predicted with wings, could be maybe a Frost Shock out of TMP. Maybe he doesn't play the Earth Shock playstyle. Grounding totem does come out. I guess he was trying to get some more damage, and TMP is still taking quite a bit right now. Safety Chicken rolling out a little bit early. Does need to get the slows into Onyx and is going to be able to play with the playstyle that is Paladin, the wheelchair Paladin. Bubble coming in for Onyx. Does he have enough to actually end TMP? He has bubble and everything. No! And there's not a lot you can really do at the end there, because that was a Paladin with full wings, with bubble, full big damage, fully protected at the same time. and down the boy goes. TM is the move. Dude, he was literally, he actually was part of the move. Look at that, the move EU. I was gonna say for a second, cheap shot coming out onto Onyx. Maybe crit happens, can find himself maybe a better play style. I guess this is gonna go for the big vendetta right now into Onyx. That's gonna be shield advantage a little bit early. Does have a bop if he needs to, and enough time has passed for Barons to be gone. It's gonna go for the second set of wings. Actually turning the damage run onto crit happens. It's gonna go for the stun into a blind for crit as he's just finding himself in a worse situation. But that evasion with blind, that is going to be a massive overlap between a couple abilities as Onyx still has a vendetta rolling. It does dissipate right now though. Crit happens, put himself in an awful situation just now by not cloaking, by not popping any cooldowns early. I would have cloaked at that point when you're getting so much damage coming out from Onyx, especially with that Shield of Vengeance and wings coming out. Mali onto Onyx right now, not going to go for a bit of kicks. It's actually going to be a Inventor coming out through the bomb, and Mali not letting him heal at all. It's actually going to go for the flashlights back to back. Great Apples does land a restyle, trying to go for a resap onto Onyx. It looks like somehow he was able to put himself out of stealth as Onyx does lands the judgment. Cloaker shot is coming in really early. Get a shot to follow. Does Onyx have anything left? Does crit happens? Have enough crit though? Does he get those sucking, those juicy crits? Succulent crits? Not gonna happen. Hodge coming out into crit happens. No, it's gonna get that death, cheat death coming out for a second. Not enough though. Onyx does end up using Hammer Reckoning to wreck crit happens. That's what Hammer Reckoning means. Yeah, reckoning or wreck on them, reckoning. Atha is actually, even in small engagement with Onyx, has left him actually chunked out a good portion of his health, and Onyx is still living alive right now, still hanging out. Is gonna go for that mobility, just try to kite Atha. Is that what you're gonna go for, boys? Is that what you're playing? You have the most mobile classes while on mounds besides Death Knights running around. Actually no, Onyx does poke out to get a judgment in there. Maybe he could also land a slow too. Atha and him could engage right now. It could be a Hodge. Hodge coming down onto Atha early. Does have adaptation roll. It could maybe get a setup onto Onyx. Does get a Shield of Vengeance. So there's going to be wings for Onyx right now. It looks like it's going to be full wings too. Not even a minute long wings. Shield of Vengeance coming out for Atha as so much of his health is just gone just from a few globals of Onyx. And Atha is trying to get the shield to pop. Double shield available. Onyx and Atha both super low. Atha might just have to bubble. That's exactly what he does. Onyx is left with barely anything. Oh my god. One more ability to take him out. And Atha does get to throw another hammer around the corner. And it does chase him like a goddamn missile. Okay, his name is Letteridge. But for me, for some reason, I have a hard time saying Letteridge, so I'll call him Ledridge. I actually think it's a cooler name, Ledridge. It sounds like a town in a fantasy game. Not WoW. Think like Dragon Age or something. I honestly, I prefer it. So I'm not saying it because I'm disrespectful. I'm actually saying it because I think it would be a cooler name. But you guys know, should I say Ledridge? You know what? Ledridge. I like Ledridge. We're gonna ignore the I in Ledridge. Ledridge getting smacked up with execution set. It's off the bat. Gonna be evasion coming out as he's actually getting quite a bit of damage into Atha. Atha is gonna go for the minute-long wings, trying to see if he can get a holy damage to go for Ledridge, but he's just able to dodge everything. But Safety Trigger does come out. Atha, again, still left with very low health, is gonna go for massive heal while he's got it. Needs to maintain his resources. Is gonna get a slow onto Ledridge. I'm actually starting to say it properly too. Hit him with a Letteridge, and it's gonna go for a little bit of that with cleanse, trying to keep the poisons out of his system, trying to detox. Local Shadow's coming in for Letteridge right now, and Atha's looking very healthy. Kidder shot coming out, but that's gonna be adaptation immediately, force it into a bubble onto Atha. Letteridge, thinking he got him set up, is gonna go for a bit of a reset. This is gonna be perfect, easy money, easy does it. But without a Cloak of Shadows, if Athaman has resources available, he might be able to do something here. He might be able to do something. We'll see. I got hit by 60k by a red. Oh my god, dude. Red paladins, their damage is actually nuts. So cooldown heavy. And with a bubble. Yo, can we get Psycho in here for a couple more games? I think Psycho, if he had himself a bit of a different matchup, I think it would have seen some great gameplay. I actually like seeing what that man was doing. Gonna be a Hodge with a Letteridge, exactly as I predicted. Waste coming in for Atha with a 100% guaranteed crit, and down goes the Dalaran. Rogue Snaps is coming in next, trying to see if he can snap Athaman out of existence. Do you have the glove? You do have a golden glove. How many gems do you got on that thing? Hopefully it's fully gemmed out, whatever gem in the world. Gonna be a meteor coming down on Atha with a breath, trying to see if he can land a greater pyre. Isn't gonna happen. Shield of Vengeance coming in for Atha. And Snaps is going to go for a Maledict. He's going to go for big damage. There's actually Consent coming down on him right now. Temporal is going to heal him up a little bit. Ring of Frost trying to come out. Does he catch Atha? He does not catch Atha. Does he have double blink? Because that's the only way he was going to make it. And Atha, as soon as he sees a double blink gone, gonna be a polymorph out of Snaps. No, Hodge coming down. Trick it out of here. Polymorph trying to come out again. Trying to see if he can juke a kick out of Atha. He looks like he did. Adaptation. That's actually gonna keep him afloat. Another polymorph trying to come out. He actually does get polymorph finally. And Snaps is gonna go for a greater pyro. You better have. Oh my god. No, it's actually the shortest polymorph ever because of how DR'd it was. Never mind. The Snaps barely say anything. Gonna get the cauterize rolling a little bit early. Might want to ice block immediately. Try to get pyroblast rolling onto Atha. And then Hammer Reckoning wrecks his face. Nothing you could do at the end there except ice block. And finally, we're gonna get an honor duel. Mavalier. Is he playing Affliction? Looks like an Affliction Warlock main. Mavalier walking up, and it's gonna give Athaman an honor duel. I like that. I like seeing that. That's so cool. First honor duel. Atha is down on cooldowns, but for a duel against an Affliction Warlock, it might actually be probably the best setup Mavalier has. He is going to play for a little bit of harder play style. Mavalier, if you want to set yourself up, man, get into the demonic gateway. Atha is letting you do your whole thing, man. That's part of the honor duel, boys. I like it. I like it. Getting dots up and running onto Atha is going to run him out. Going to get the haste rolling a little bit early. Shadow Fury stacking up that you weigh a little bit early. Atha will have nothing for this one, though. Does he get the Dark Glare? He does get Dark Glare. He's going to go for big damage. And Atha actually just to get it obliterated with those dots right now. Lots of damage. Actually just riding him very quickly. He's trying to heal through it, but it's actually the dots are just doing so much work. Does he get the Pattern Trap to follow off of that? He's just melting right now. He is melting with a Maledict onto Atha to follow. Trying to let that fear. Going to be adaptation immediately, trying to land another fear and try to stack more UAs onto Atha. I think this boy is done for the count. Does get a shield of vengeance. It's going to be a drained life by Mav. Is going to get interrupted on it. Atha has a shield, but afterwards, this is the of anything for the dots. It looks like the dots actually might kill him unless he can get Mav right now. Does get 100 and barely into health, and Mav does take him out. That's going to be it. Getting in there, trying to see if he can score a kill real quickly. Not going to happen for Mav. Is going to land on a horror. Does he have anything though? But looks like he has no health. That was an incredible burst by an Affliction Warlock. That was insane. Did you see? Just I think we have yet to see an Affliction Warlock do that big burst opener perfectly, and just the health that was just gone for Atha, just losing it so rapidly. Played super well, boys. Somebody get Psycho back in these, okay? Was it TSM, TMS, TMPS? Can I see it? Gotta find Psycho in here. TMP Psycho. Or TM Psycho. PSYK, and then, with a thing across it. Can you get him in there, boys? Got some groups change the rotation. Ah, perfect. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, that was an awesome duel, boys. Hey, Dirk's Brian, my man, how you doing, my dude? Mock competition on EU. What about Sunday? You know, I was thinking of duel Sunday, but we can do mock competition Sunday because I'm gonna take Monday off before 8.2 stuff. So Sunday, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. We can do a mock competition if you guys want. Can we first of all get a Dirk's Brian in chat showing our appreciation for the wonderful donation? Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you, my guy. I was kidding. The Shadow Place needed a nerf with dodge. If you go into a BG spec right now, you can literally just press with fair touch. The entire BG hit come on top damage. I had to portray sarcasm online. I couldn't tell, Black Blue. We don't have emotes. If you guys were sponsors, you could do the emotes to give them sarcasm, Kins. I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. You think I go socialize with people outside? No, I sit my ass at home online. Making goddamn videos. We have a full group on my dude. Alright, Kryze is ready, Kachkin is ready, Deadly Feet is ready. So we're gonna get Kryze and Kachkin back in. Then Deadly is gonna be in the rotation. And that's how we're gonna do it, okay, boys? Every new person, we're just gonna add you into rotation. And then I want some people to duel each other, but I want to give everybody a chance, man. But Kachkin and Kryzer were already waiting. Yo, Dirk's, I called you Daggernath. I called you Kryzer. Dirk's Brian, my man. Thank you so much, dude. That's a beautiful, wonderful, generous donation, my man. I appreciate you, my dude. You gave me an idea for Sunday, and I think we might just do it. Not duel. Wanna come as well? Come. We're dueling right now. You can join some of the groups. A little world is it. Come. Come here. Come hither. Come here. BFA EU 3378. Okay. 338, boys. That's how many we don't on EU. God damn it, boys. So many. So freaking many. I'm actually surprised Shadowpiece not on top tier anymore. Very surprised. What? Switch. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa! What is that? Is that a tank? You think we're fooled? He's like, oh, it's okay, guys. In our arms were. Look at my two-hander. You think we're fooled? Fool? He's hiding his face. It is covering his shame. We also got Dirk's Brian here. I think even Dirk's Brian is like, what just happened? We got also Kachika like, don't worry about it. Just don't say nothing. That will notice. We got ourselves Luddy and we got ourselves McDonald's versus Kreiser. We got ourselves Dewey. We got DK is back in. We got TM Fuzz. Wait, are the guys from The Move joining this? All right. You also Yex. Yek. I like that weapon, by the way. It has a weird effect when you boomy, but I like the way it looks. Alrighty, boys. Good luck and have fun. Who's going to be going first? Who's going to be last? It's going to be Luddy off the bat versus Dawia? Dawi? I'm going to call you different names. The Feral. We'll open it up on the Luddy. Try to get the setup going. Try to get the damage out. Alright, now, Kachika, would you please comment a little bit what's going on with the tank in the arena, in the chat? Not to real ID. I'm not even seeing this right now, but to the chat to explain a little bit. Maybe tell him like, hey, he's not gonna play, he messed up, or he is gonna try weird build, not a tank, two-hander stuff. You'll see. Then I like to see it. Gonna be a stun onto Luddy right now with Walkman in for Dewey. He's gonna go for the Matic onto Luddy early on, and Luddy is gonna still try to land the Casbolts up and running. That's gonna be Bash coming in with the Skull Bash to follow. Fear is gonna land on Dewey, is gonna eat the Casbolt to the face. So much of his health just gone compared to Luddy, who's just bleeding out very, very slowly, surely. But slowly, it's going to be another short stun. Diwa is running out of stun DRs to deal to Luddy. It's going to be Casbolt with an Inferno right now with a horror effect to follow. But Luddy does get in with a root, which is perfect for Diwa. Perfect setup as he's actually going to get line of sighted for a bit. Gotta go for a bit of a heal. Conflagrate to follow. Try to land that root. Not going to happen. Diwa is going to just try to run out of this ASAP. Just getting out of a bad situation. Try to see if he can land a regrowth on Luddy. Is going to have to find a way around. The Feral needs to get those Casbolts going, needs to get the damage up and running. The Inferno is only going to be there for so long. And Luddy, I guess, decided, you know what, I'm not going to walk at the Feral, I'm going to get him out of here. Get him up to me, up close and personal. Is going to fear him out towards the eye. Actually perfect, as Luddy is going to slam him down with a Casbolt. Immolate to follow. Diwa does go to bear form immediately. No renewal, no wall for a little bit. And this is where Luddy, I think, might want to go for the kill. Going to get the horror effect into a Casbolt. Rolling on Diwa. Dropping him down very low, but that's going to be still massive amount of healing coming out of the Feral. Can't tell if it's a Feral Druid or a Wrestler Druid at this point. Does land a stun onto Luddy. It is going to be very short. Shadow Fury coming out is going to be Skull Bash. And it's completely out of all micro CCs onto Luddy. Gonna eat another Casbolt to the face, but he has a couple of regrowths available. Always has a rejuve, always has a Swiftman. So at least he has a heal to keep him afloat. Has a tricky back up, has a wall. Can he finally crack into the tough exterior that is Luddy? Does interrupt him on the shadow, I believe. So that should be plenty of damage coming out from the fire side, and it's gonna land on Fear. Gonna be tricking out of D-Way and Luddy. Try to see if he can maybe walk a little bit to the side, maybe sidestep a little bit. Maybe, you know, he can find an angle on him, but D-Way is gonna use that line inside the pillar and everything to his advantage, not letting Warlocks get a cast off. Finally, Casbolt to come out as he gets caught in the Fear. Out in the open with an Immolate to fall. A second Casbolt to smack him, and Diwa continues to heal. What is this healing right now? He didn't even pop out of Feral form just to get all that healing. That was renewal. And I'm gonna guess that was a regrowth, maybe two. Is gonna try to get doubts into Luddy, but Luddy, look at this, look at tank he is. He has no healing, but this man has plenty of health from the beginning of this duel. Luddy hasn't even got to drain life. Warlocks, man, they're insane. Diwa is still in here, still playing. Luddy is actually starting to take a bit of damage. He's almost at close health. At first time we almost see Luddy at close health. Does try to see if he can flag a Diwa. That's one thing that I don't like about Destro Warlocks, man. That gotta be annoying sometimes. He's just running after Diwa. He can't stand and cast. All he could do is come flag, maybe get an instant cast horror effect to it, but you gotta like think ahead. Is that gonna be another eye? That is another eye that Diwa is. He's just eating all those eyes left and right. Luddy is gonna try to go for a couple incinerators. It's gonna be a Skull Bash onto that Fear. Gonna be another Casbolt. Does come out even though the bash comes in a little bit late. And Diwa is gonna go for more healing as much as he can. Healing and healing and healing. That's all he's got. But at least he's keeping him afloat. Oh my goodness. I push a Gladiator next season. Azric, I would like to actually try for Gladiator sometime, man. I think next season would be a perfect time for me to do it. Like, I just need to commit. Gonna be an interrupt on Duel for just a second. Does Letty go for big damage, though? It looks like he does not. And D-Way doesn't need to get himself. Can he do anything at all? He can heal. Was that another renewal? That was another renewal. He actually even caught a re-stealth. That wasn't even Incarn. Wall coming out does get a kick onto Letty, I think, on Fear, on Shadow. It looks like he might try to run out and let it stop the cast for a sec. If Diva actually wins this, I will be actually surprised because it doesn't look like he's doing that much to Letty. It looks like, oh my god, actually big bottom to Letty. He's actually going to be turning around. Going to be Letty popping in the wall with an Infernal. Try it again. Let's cast him on Sim. Diva try to go for a Skull Bash. Not going to happen. Letty's actually very low health. Diva could finish him off. Fear coming out right now with a Casmo to follow. Is bleeding right now. Diva is going to get him some massive heals. But that last Casmo does snipe him out. And Letty barely has any health. DK is going to try to see if he can end him right now. I actually thought that Letty was just going to run around away from with the Feral, chase him the whole time, and then eventually obliterate him. Which kind of was what happened, but actually Diva had a bit of a turnaround at one point. That was nuts, man. That was nuts. DK Hazel next versus Giant Low, who is playing Prot. And we didn't hear anything from Katchkin about Giant Low playing Prot. I mean, I guess Prot can't heal, it's just really tanky. It's doing some damage to DK, but I don't think anything that DK is really afraid of. And in fact, he's actually losing quite a bit of health. I guess it was Army of the Dead. Huh. Yeah, this is what we normally... This is what... Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused by a tank in the building, to be honest. Did he auto-attack Chrysler just now? I think he just auto-attacked Chrysler, or maybe the pet. I'm not quite sure, but that's going to be Necrotic stacked up on Giant Low. As he's trying to shield badge to DK Hayes. And DK is just healing through whatever damage he's able to output. It's going to go for the demoralizing shout, trying to reduce the damage that the Death Knight is outputting. But he's just trying to delay the inevitable. He does have a pretty big absorbing 50% of the damage he's taking. But the health still keeps going down. Not rapidly, but consistently. Grip onto Giant Low is going to get himself Ignore Pain back up and running. Set onto DK Hayes, but I don't think Giant Low... I think this man, he just fears the whole enemy team. Just a positional thing. He didn't mean to. And he goes to... he dies. Tanks, I guess. I don't know. Tanks. That was awkward. That was weird. Yeah, let's not have tanks. They are... Let's not do tanks. That was weird. I would love for tanks to be in duels, but if Blizzard can balance them properly, like a DPS, then I'll be okay. Until then, yeah, let's just not. Dirk's Bard is going to go for big assassination setup. Try to see if he can get a number into DK as he's dropping it down that AMS. That's not going to be AMS anymore left. And Dirk's Bard could actually go for big damage. He's going to try to see if he can get a Matic onto DK. Doesn't quite get it. Looks like he got it at the very end of that AMS. Was that the longest AMS I've ever seen? And that's going to be Dirk's Brian catching that Vanish with a Cloak of Shadows. Going to go for a full reset as DK went for full setup. That is going to be IBF, AMS, all the heals, Army of the Dead. Everything was gone. Both of these guys traded massive defensive cooldowns and offenses. Going to be a dot of Dirks and does yoink him out in the open right before he can get a reset. That is going to be a trick it out of DK as he's trying to stack up the chronics onto Dirk's Brian. Let him pet and the dots do work. Going to be a DFA onto DK Hayes with a blind to follow. Interesting. Does shout us up to one of the warriors on his team. Try to see if he can get away. I guess I don't really like people shadow step into somebody on their team. Like, yeah, I can't do anything, but yeah. Oh my god. You act like it's boring, yet it's better than running monks and pharaohs. Merrick, do you actually enjoy watching a Prot warrior duel a Death Knight? Chat, everybody watching this as a video or in chat, do you guys find a warrior versus unholy Death Knight fun or not? You guys let me know in the chat right now, in the comments too, if you're watching this post video production. It just makes it as a video. Gonna be AMS for DK Hayes, just trying to deal with the dots a little bit early. And Dirk's Brian does have a bit of a range on him, at least had, but the armor that it does catch up does burn. Oh shit, it actually gonna burn right now. I don't think he meant to do that. But he did burn a Warlock Hellstone, but that's going to be a big abomination. Ready to greet him with all these meaty bits. Give him a hug. Dirge Bind completely filled with syphilis, and down he goes. Passed him a little bit early. Does land a kidney shot right before the end of it. And that's going to be McDonald's coming in next. Going to be stunned by DK Hayes. As he's just trying to get the hell out of that situation. And it's going to go for the chain of ice. McDonald's does catch right on top of him. Going to go for a bit of a Blaze Storm. Trying to see if he can land that execute in it. Does he have enough? DK just has chain of ice for days, for years, boys. For years. Oh, the damn world. Woo. DK Hayes is actually going to be recovered for a little bit. Stun coming out. Does McDonald's have a charge? He does, but he doesn't really have a big go. And McDonald's is going to go for that AMS. Not really going to be able to stop McDonald's that much, but at least he's able to kite him a little bit. McDonald's just kind of stuck. Needs to start hitting the pets. That is going to be, that's a big pet. That's an empowered pet. That's a dark transformation. But you know what? He's looking at DK Hayes. He's like, wow, that's an execute range right there. That's a yummy, yummy execute range. Yum, 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 yum. I want it. That's going to be a stun to McDonald's. So turn it around with an enraged regeneration. And DK Hayes not letting him get any kind of charges. McDonald's needs to land a charge off of one of the pets right now to land a heal. And DK Hayes is going to get in there as the heals are going to be going away. Stun coming in by McDonald's. Trying to get that charge, but it's getting a little awkward. It's a lot easier if you just charge to the pets. And DK Hayes is going to use the Warlock Hellstone Warlock Port just to get a bit of that mobility. What was that? Oh my goodness. McDonald's does maybe has the opportunity this time to catch a charge. And DK just put an A-bomb on one side. He's like, hey, walk through my A-bomb. See what happens. Deal with my A-bomb instead of me. And McDonald's said, you know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to treat it like a warlock. That's an infernal in my eyes. I'm just going to run away from that thing. Does land a charge onto DK. That is going to be A-bombs clapping him. Double stun traded for both of them. Going to be tricking for McDonald's a little bit late, though. Probably should have been a little bit careful. Doesn't want to get an execute onto DK. But his health is not looking all that good anymore, though. That A-bomb did a number on him. The pet's empowered, still doing work. It's going to be DK popping that AMS a little bit early. Does get on top of McDonald's. Does get the Army of the Dead rolling. Lands in a charge into a heal. And DK has a McDonald's still have a fair amount of health, but it's going to be Army of the Dead joining DK. McDonald's is going to go for a fear. Can get rid of the pets. Going to get a Mautic on a DK hands. Does he get a charge? He does not. He's stuck out there with the Army of the Dead. Needs to heal off of them. And as the pets explode down, the boy goes. Kachikan is like, look what I did to my boy. Look what I did to my guy. I think Kachikan even want to give DK has a bit of a reset, but DK is sitting in that execute phase. Kachikan trinket out of that, doesn't want to let him get any kind of recovery, and it's going to land that execute. Next up, both of them are confused. This is how you know they were like, oh shit, I feel like the bad guy now. Like, wait, crap, who was the next? Back up. Okay, it is going to be Yex. That's how you know we have good guys joining these duels, man. A lot of these guys are good natured, man. Kachikan is going to run by, land a couple of heals. Yex is like, you know what? We might as well get in on this. Barks is coming up a little bit early as Kachikan is going to go for a bit of damage. It's going to be Thorns, and Yex is actually going to have that sword turning around on him with a Reflect. And Kachikan says, you know what? I can't do much more. I pop my Reflect. I need to get myself a reset. Yex is going to go for a massive reheal. Maybe he can catch a bit of a reset. Kachikan does go for Enrage Regen, trying to go healing off of those pets, but he actually cannot do that. He has a bit of a heal rolling on him right now with a Hot. Going to get a leap charge into Yex as he does have the big Incarn rolling right now. Going to be a Mautic onto Kachikan right now. Does still able to get those Star Surges in back-to-back. Reflect coming in for Kachikan as he's trying to get a heal. Haymaker coming out right now. Does he actually have enough? Oh my god, he actually did have enough in the end. Oh my god, DA got 4 kills that game? Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. I actually didn't even notice. That was intense. More tanks, more tanks. You guys are kidding me, right? You guys are kidding me, right? Boys, I don't think, I'm not even asking to compare like a rogue or a monk resetting all day versus a tank joining the duel. They both slow down the duels, man. I want them fast, I want them exciting, I want them good. If Blizzard balances tanks so they're more exciting and there's more close games, I'll be okay with that. But for the most part, they feel like a snail fest. That's just me, dude. That's just my opinion. I'm entitled to that, okay? Y'all can have whatever opinion you freaking want, dudes. Whatever you wanna. We're not even comparing either. I need to alliance for the 5-5s. Alright, somebody joined the alliance group. I like how there's so many more alliance today, dude. We got Azeroth, we got Sakati actually playing Horde. So we got Azeroth, we got Chrysler. Still plenty of alliance to come around, boys. Plenty. I'm in the ally group, can't find people. Karazam, don't worry about it, man. We'll get people in here and ready to go soon. Let's get another one going, though. Let's get another one going. Let me save this one real quick. EU 3389. Okay, 339. Alrighty, Atho, I'm gonna get you with the deadly feet. 5. Here we go. Atherman offered to tank. Oh god. If Arthur wants to tank for me for Mythic Pluses or Raid, perfectly acceptable. In a dual arena, oh, please don't. I mean, if they make tanks more exciting for PvP, I'll be okay with it. Yeah, I said it like so many times now. I'm repeating myself. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But they're not that exciting right now, so yeah, so Twitch. Alrighty, let's see who we got on Team Blue. We got Athor, we got Flykire. I don't think this guy got to play. We got Itek, who definitely, like, kind of got to play. He got to kill a guy once. We got TM Psycho back in here, and Toka trying out on the Marksman Hunter versus Team Red. We got ourselves a Justice. We got Azara. We got ourselves Azina. We got Racina. We got Zakati. Alrighty, boys, let's go. Looks like Zakati joined Deadly Feed's group, I think. He's already had Zakati, but I think it's someone else's group right now. But we got a Xena in here, we got a Rastina. Oh my god, we got a Zara. I like this name for some reason. Azara, Azina, Rastina. I don't know, they kind of fit. Maybe it's someone Russian in me. It's like, wow, this sounds like really Russian. TM Psycho is going to be up first as an elemental shop boy versus Zakati. Actually, we're getting a rematch from these two. Zakati does get knocked a little bit early. Gonna be a light the last trick inside of it immediately as he tries to avoid a meteor coming down from the elemental. TM Psycho does drop down a grounding totem on one side with our Earthbind totem. With Zakati has a big zap that he wants to get off, does get one of them off. Maybe he can get a second one. He does, but it's Zakati very low. That's going to be a lot of Maelstrom available for TM Psycho. Does get a leg sweep, and they're going to be tricking immediately for TM. That's going to be Zakati. Going to go for the Fist of Fury. TM is going to jump into the Ghost Wolf immediately. No chickens available for either one. Does drop down Ring of Peace a little bit early, so TM doesn't really get booped or bopped around. Going to be light the last with no chicken available for Zakati. Is going to be able to land a bunch of damage with him with an Earth Shock to follow. Actually, oh my god, Zakati actually even had to pop Diffuse Magic just to stop any damage of this Ember Elemental walking up, just trying to punch him in the knee, dude. Just trying to punch him in an ankle. It actually did some damage to the Elemental, trying to make sure that thing doesn't kill him. Zakati has put himself in a bad situation. Oh, Karma coming out a little bit early. This is what TM knows he's in a good spot. Zakati doesn't have a lot to work with. Try to see if he can land a Hex. If TM has a big Earthshock available, he might be able to do something. Zakati, oh my god, misclick with the big leg kick right now. And Zakati still does get around to the other side of the pillar. Able to recover and healing a little bit. TM has a big setup ready for him. He wants to go for it. Dropping down the totems. Knowing that Zakati is going to hang out in this area for quite a bit. TM just needs to get a big setup right now. Does get a couple of meatballs in there. Leg sweep coming out. It's going to be images. Does get to knock those images up. That's going to be a touch of death onto TM. Lightning Lasso. Does he silence himself? He actually does land a silence on himself with the spike from COS. The trinket silences him. So actually turn around TM Psycho's plan on his head. I don't think he didn't mean to silence himself. He meant to just get some big damage in. That was unfortunate. Zakati does get himself a Rising Sun kick. That's going to go behind the pillar. Catching those field fights as long as he can while he's got the energy to burn. He needs to. He's going to need to. Does get a root onto TM Psycho. Going to be an Earthbind Totem on top of Zakati. Does TM get any kind of setup? Needs to get another of those Lightning Lassos in. Does get one, but that's going to be tricky this time for Zakati. TM doesn't have a wall anymore. Trying to see if he can maybe land himself a Hex onto Zakati. Maybe I would drop down a Capacitor Totem and try to maybe Hex Zakati immediately. That's what we've seen Shamans doing before, and he's just going to stick in Ghost Wolf, trying to see if he can run away. Does get an Earthshock onto Zakati. And Zakati is still able to heal. Fist of Fury is offline though with this images. One of the images actually kind of just stood over to the other side. Not sure what it was doing. TM is in a very bad spot right now. There needs to make a play right now. Light Elastic is coming out onto Zakati. Does get the Primal Fire Elemental rolling. That's going to be Karma back up for Zakati if he ever so needs to. Might put TM Psycho in an unwinnable situation. Going to be a leg sweep trick inside of it. Earthshock to follow. That is going to be massive damage with that Karma. Hex trying to come out. TM Psycho needs to do as least damage to Zakati while that Karma is up. And as soon as that Karma is off, this way he needs to go for damage. Is going to get a wall running with a Primal Earth Elemental. That second wall is going to allow him to survive this a little bit longer. trying to see if he can catch up to Zakati right now. Zakati barely hovering on any health. TM almost died, but he was very careful, not doing damage to Zakati. Light and Lassa coming out with a primal elemental, going to be pounding some damage. And Zakati does drop down the defuse magic right now, and it's going to be a Ring of Peace to boot TM out of the plays. That's going to be a thunderstorm coming in for TM a little bit early. Does have himself big Stormkeeper available for Zakati, though. In cap to follow. Stone onto Zakati, but as he was trying to get some mobility out of the way, does TM still have the line of sight? Is it close enough? Going to be a big spike, and down he goes. Barely had anything left at the end there. Just needed a little bit more mobility. Going to be a full stun by a Justice. TM Psycho seeing himself another one of those Paladin duels all over again. Going to be Ghost Wolfing out of there. Going to be getting those slows onto a Justice ASAP. Just needs to kite away from Wings. He needs to dispel that Hand of Freedom ASAP. Needs to get a pre-wall rolling, I would think, but maybe he's just going to run. Or maybe just being mobile, maybe just staying very mobile is enough he needs. Let's see a lot of damage available for Justice. He's not actually getting in on top of TM. He's got to let him get a heal off too. And TM wants to get the Frost Shock in there immediately. Did he just outlive his full burst? I think TM might just have himself more than one to go. More than one game where he can actually just more than one and done it. A Justice is going to try to go for a bit of a reset. He needs to go off of Hodges as a 1 minute Wings if he needs to, but only if TM does get a Flame Shock rolling him to help him build it up. That is the only time that's going to happen. Does get a Hodge on TM, but he doesn't have a lot of cooldowns, doesn't have Wings, and actually the damage he had doesn't roll Execution Sentence, so it's not like he can get a big setup. Bubba coming out for a Justice, though, doesn't want to sit in that lasso at all, just wants to get that damage sustained rolling onto Psycho. Doesn't have a Maledict to follow, though. I would have Maledict at that point if you were going to just continue to ramp up on him. Earthshock coming down onto a Justice. Looks like TM Psycho doesn't play the Earthshock Empowerment build, so it makes me wonder, what does he play? Going to be checking out TM right now. Or maybe, is that in the same field as buffed up elementals, like prime elementals? Could be. Shield Avengers coming out for a Justice, and it does get popped up a little bit early. All he has is a bomb, but I don't think that's going to keep him alive, and then make a flame ball in the face is enough for TM Psycho to take down a Paladin. Who's next? It looks like it's going to be Rastina, though. Rastina playing an assassination, TM Psycho without a trinket. And that's going to be wall available for Psycho. Psycho actually grounded something from the Paladin. I completely lost that. I completely missed. Going to be a sap. A Psycho does pick up the eye, though. Very unlucky. Garrod, double Garrod actually getting all his comp points. Sliding last as he gets away from the Rogue a little bit early. Forcing a trick out of Rastina. This is huge for Team Psycho. Keeping the Rogue at bay. Does Thunderstorm him out. But didn't have any slows to follow. Is going to drop down to Ghostful for just a second. Rastina does land a full kidney with a Vendetta. This is actually every cooldown available. Can TM Psycho just run away from it? It's just going to wall it and Ghost Wolf out of there. Just trying to clean Rastina from any kind of cooldowns that he's got right now. Cloak of Shadows coming in, and TM is just going to drop it to the Ghost Wolf. Rastina no longer with a Vendetta. Needs to go for the stun lock playstyle every single go. That Vendetta could be used offensively too. Psycho does land a lasso onto Rastina with a Meteor to follow. Does he have an Earthshock? Does have a massive Earthshock to follow, and Rastina does go down to the Primal Elemental. That was a massive crit out of the Shaman, obliterating the Rogue for whatever he has left, and that's going to be Azina charging in there on a Mighty Bear. Does try to go, I think, for a Fear. No, he didn't go for a Fear. I think he just went for a Dot. At least he got that going. Does land a Fear on TM. TM might need to go for those Tremors a little bit early here. If you could pre-Tremor a Fear, that would be perfect. He needs to get the dots rolling onto Azina. Does get a trinket out of him with a lasso. Azina doesn't want to be sitting there taking damage from the lasso. I guess a lot of people decide, at least I guess TM, better trinket lasso early than late, because when you trinket in late, you want to put yourself in a situation where you'll get earth shocked either way. But it opens up for Psycho a more clean opener, more clean burst. Actually gonna go for the Dark Iron Racial to clean all those dots of himself. Does put himself in a horror effect for just a second, but at least now he's clean. No more dots, only a Mind Bender harassing him a little bit. And as you know, already is in Void form. That's gonna be gone very, very soon. He does have Void Bolts available to instacast at TM Psycho if he needs to. Lightning Last to keeping him afloat. He's going to knock him way out there, keeping him out in the open. He's going to Flame Shock him. Does have the line of sight to deal with him. Earthshocks to follow. Azina might just go for defensive, and that is going to be a bit of a dispersion coming out for Azina right now. Out of the group has two offline guys and me can invite more people. What should I do? Make a new one, Karazim. I will make a new group, my man. That's what I would do. Or join a group that's already available, man. There's probably people looking for groups right now. That's going to be great fade by Azina. Did he actually dodge anything from TM Psycho? Was hoping he'd dodge that lightning last. The TM is out in the open, has a massive setup. Earthshock coming down. Stormkeepers are falling. Does he have enough? Actually, Void Shield coming up for Azina right now. That's going to be more meatballs. Earthshock again to end it all. And TM Psycho does take out a second one. Azara is up next as a Frost Mage. Interesting choice. Very interesting option. I don't see a lot of Frost Mages ever in these duels. It's a very interesting option. TM Psycho is going to land the Lightning Lasso on cooldown like clockwork in order to get the pressure onto Azara. Going to be a Temporal coming in. It's actually going to be able to... What did he interrupt? Was that a Frost? Was that a Polymorph? What did he interrupt? I don't even know. It's almost like he instant interrupted him just now. Was that a bot? I doubt it. That's gonna wait for that lightning lasso again. Earthshock coming down. Azara does have a safety trinket, and Psycho is just waiting out. Ray of Frost coming down. Does get an interrupt on that immediately. No shield available. Doesn't have ice block. Might want an ice block if he wants to play this game. Does get an ice block, but at such low health is gonna blink the hell out. But Psycho had an Earthshock ready for him from the beginning. He already planned it all out. The game was over before anybody knew it. That's a big old 1 in 5 by a literal Psycho. GG's. GG, man. Literal Psycho obliterates the team. Dude, Lightning Lasso's on cooldown. That's where it's at. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going. Let's go to group. Kryze is ready. Kachikan is ready. I want to get Kachikan and Kryze queuing, but I think Kachikan and Kryze want to queue new people now. I think they're tired of one another. I'm pretty sure. Same people that didn't get to play. I want to keep Kachikan and Kryze, but I think they're tired of one another. So I'm pretty sure they'll be happy to play Atho or to play Deadly Feet. Pretty sure at least. 339, 340? 340. Almost ready? Hell yeah, my dude. Shammy broken with Lasso, easy game. Dude, if you think Lasso's broken now, check out Lasso for 8.2, dude. That thing can crit now. It's broken as hell? Oh my goodness. Alright, well maybe we won't have too many games with Shaman, right? That was one big one for Shaboy. A big old 1v5. How to join groups? Just look them up on Real ID. This guy on my Discord is like, how do you join these duels? And it's like, I feel like I get a feeling that I'm watching the stream because we have like LFG stuff here all the time. So I was like, I think it'd be a lot easier. You guys tell me, do I sound like a douchebag or not? I probably do. I was like, hey, I think you should watch the stream. It's a lot easier to figure out if you watch the stream. I could go be like, well, open up LFG, hit I on your keyboard, go to player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, hit find group in the filter at the very top of the screen, top number 5, not word 5, number 5, enter. Make sure you don't have any of your EU. If you are EU, filters available, hit enter. Look for a group. If you don't find one, hit, you know what I mean? Like, it takes too long to write. It's way too fucking long to write. Still for a minute or two. Alright. Possibly to do PTR games. We're not gonna need to do PTR. 8.2 is gonna be here like Tuesday. So we don't even need to do that, my guy. We're already ally group. Charism, whose group are you in, man? Whose group are you in, my guy? Absolutely tired? Okay. We won't queue Kryzer and Kachikan against one another. Charism, whose group are you in? Does anybody have me added on Real ID? If not, let me see if I can add ya. Love you, Dalaran, my wow god. What up, King Cryo? How you doing, my man? What's up, Ellie? How you doing, my dude? Run, Lasso, run, Lasso, run. Yeah, run, boy. Run, boy, run. Mine? What's your Real ID? Do you have me? Have you tried to add me before? Hope not. Because if you didn't, then I can add you now, and I can make it that much easier. Let me know. I got a full group. Add me or give you ID. I got a sick group. Lorenzo, is that you? Are you Lorenzo? Charism? No, BSKS. Alright, let me try this. Who has not been online on my Real ID in a while? Who's gone? Brumbats, gone. Brinks, no, Cherny is gone. Cherny's out of here, dude. He hasn't played. He hasn't been seen in months. Let me add this guy. Let me add BSKS. Bam, gotcha. Perfect. Azina? Oh shit. Okay, never mind. The why? What? The why? How do the group? Oh, it's Azina. Wait, why is Azina asking me how to join? You just were part of these. I'm so confused. Did I misread? Now I feel like a douchebag because I think I just didn't even read your message. I have a short attention span. You guys know this. I got confused. You misread? Okay, that's my bad then. That's my bad. I take full responsibility, chat. That was my bad. My bad. I'm just an asshole. 4 out of 5 alliance group certified for one of those. Perfect. Yo, Atho. I appreciate guys like Atho, man. Hanging out. Like, hey. We got a group. Advertising. Advertising, chat. Only for the groups. Don't advertise like your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel or whatever the whole bullshit. Please. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Is this EU? Come on, guys. This is EU. Time to get used to the rogue main lifestyle. Yo. What's up, Jay? Right? How you doing? Rayla! I still call you Rayla just because that was your main, dude. Fucking A. Dude, are you excited for 8.2 stuff? Also, are you coming back to a classic with Powerful Privates or are you just doing your own thing? Because I'm thinking of doing my own thing at this point. I'm here with Karazim on the live stream. From live stream. Perfect. Okay, so we got him. We got Cat. Cat and Cryzen want to do people. So let me first get BSKS versus Cryzer or Cat? Cryzer or Cat? Athos is group ready. Let's get Cryzer first. And then we'll get Kachikun versus Atho, okay? Perfect. And then we'll get Kachikun versus Atho. Atho, keep your group ready, man. Shaman replaced? Does that Shaman have alls that want to play, man? You're more than welcome to him. Lorenzo, I added you. I think I tried to add you at least. Hopefully it worked. Hopefully it worked. Whisper New, what's up, fam? Cryzer? Yeah, gonna get Cryzer in. Make sure you guys are not in LFG when I invite you, by the way. Can you do it again? Can you add again? Yeah. Let me do it. Yep. I did it. Where's the thing, huh? Blizzard. Dude, sometimes I feel like a fucking ape. Like I sometimes I look at my own streams. I'm like, I'm just making grunting noises all day. Like, act like a fucking idiot. I have a college degree too. Like, I shouldn't act like a Neanderthal all day. Like, I know I'm Russian, but I can't be stupid at the same time. Jesus. You know what? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I love you, Russians. I love you, Russians. That's a joke. But you know why there's so many videos of, like, Russians with, like, dash cams doing and some crazy shit happens? There's a reason. Russians are resilient people. They're resilient. Resilient. They'll put themselves through a bunch of shit. Easy1v5. Hi, YouTube. What's up, Psycho? They'll probably go up in the channel. Hey, what's up? What's up, Finley? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Do we go again? Can we go? Did I just do Atho? Trying to get Cryzer and BSKS in the group. Is BSKS lead? Okay, I think he is. I think they figured it out. Or it was just bugged. Nope, did nothing. Still nothing. Dala. Okay, Azina, I will add you. Just remind me after the duel, okay? Just write in chat. Azina, in YouTube chat. Can you do that? Can you do that for me, beautiful? Give me that one extra view. Thank you. Let me get that. Did I save it? I don't know if I saved it. I'm probably resaving it all over again. Oh, we got Team Agility in here. Okay, alrighty. Alright, hope you guys will like this one. Switch. Who do we got today? We got ourselves Team Cryzer. Gonna be taking on his team with Dawia with Purple Haze, Team Fox, and Yaks versus Team Red with Instababe. Is that Instagram? But Instababe. We also got Yazorn. Yeah, stupid game. We got Torre, my man, and we got Yodro. Looks like SABaby's gonna be up first, getting out there. Interesting Magiga going on, and it's gonna get in there up close and personal with Chrysler. It's actually gonna get that interrupt on the shadow in the opener. Gotta be Pet CC as Chrysler is gonna go for a setup. Looks like Chrysler is gonna go for massive cooldowns off the bat, massive Shadow Fury to follow with a Cataclysm onto Insta Babe. Massive damage already, dropping him down almost to 50% health in a single opener. Insta Babe is gonna have to go for a retreat. Does roll the trinket from COS. Actually, he does roll the spear trinket. It's actually popping quite often for a melee. It does silence him, which does kind of stop him on some casts, but melee, apparently for PvP, have been getting the COS trinket to do damage, and apparently he does quite a bit. Look how often it procs on him. He actually got a proc 3 times with barely any damage that he's able to output, and Chrysler is trying to see if he can get an angle, does get interrupted onto Shadow, trying to see if he can maybe get himself a bit of a reset, does go for Shadow setup again onto Insta. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's going to be Metamorphosis for Insta Babe as he's trying to dodge any kind of CC out of Chrysler. Chrysler still has Infernal up and running. The Infernal is still waiting to do some big damage. Infernal does collapse, and that's going to be Insta Babe back up with full health, bailing out for a second, but gets back in, sees Chrysler with a wall, knows they want to engage ASAP as soon as that wall is going to be gone. Another I-beam to follow. Chrysler finally does get some chain CC onto Insta, but he's actually going to have to go for a whole another Succubus. Still plenty of time to land himself a Chaos Ball 2 with a Succubus CC in midair with a stun Cataclysm again. Maybe a Conflag to follow. Maledict onto Insta Babe right now. Does get a dodge or tries to dodge it out. That's getting more of that, what is it, spear? Oblivion Spear? Oblivion Spear trinket proccing for him back to back. Doing quite a bit of damage to Chrysler actually. Into instant interrupt on that fear. Casball to come out. Does get hit by that Casball regardless. Second Casball to follow. Does land the big I-beam. This is what Chrysler needs to do something to deal with Insta Babe. Is going to get another fear rolling onto the DH to separate these two. The big leech coming out for Insta Babe during Metamorphosis is huge. Dropping him down in another Chaos Bolt with a Cataclysm combo into a Horror Effect. Just trying to keep the Demon Hunter at bay. Is going to go for that Warlock port to follow with a Pet CC at a distance. Chrysler again is just trying to min-max the value of the damage he can do from far away. And Insta Babe looking to get into that Metamorphosis immediately. That's a lot of damage coming out to Chrysler right now. It's going to burn even more damage to Chrysler. Fears are going to get interrupted back to back, whether it's with an interrupt, whether it is with a short stun, whether it is with an incap. And Chrysler still has a lot of cooldowns available for himself, has big Dark Soul instability ready, interrupted onto Casbolt, actually locked out of every ability that he can cast. Ryan on fumes right now with Satan Chicken, Brocken out. And this is where Insta Babe is going to dispel that Satan Chicken immediately. Chrysler is actually running on fumes right now. Insta Babe is going to bail out for a second before Chrysler can get any kind of line of sight. Getting it back in there with that I-beam into another Horror Effect Fear for Chrysler is going to be able to at least get some range from Insta. But look at Chrysler's health. Look at Insta Babe's health. It's actually just decimating through Chrysler. Another stun to follow to see if the big setup does take away more buffs from Chrysler back to back. And Chrysler, is he going to have a pour back up by then? He does have Reflect, so you could actually try to see if you can reflect a Maledict or reflect an interrupt from Insta. And Insta is actually going to max range Chrysler for a bit. He's actually going to back out for a bit, get his resources. What is he doing? Is he just looking at his own team? He's like, what's up, boys? How you doing? I'm feeling healthy. AJ, my man! What? Hello? AJ, re-sponsored? Oh my goodness, what the what? Yo, can we get a hashtag AJ in chat? Showing appreciation, AJ, refreshing his sub to the stream. Appreciate you, my guy. Gotta be a Horror Effect no fear. Onto Instant Baby. Scans are coming out. Instant Baby actually has plenty of health. And Chrysler is out of options. Dropping down the Infernal. This is his time to shine. He needs to make this play happen. Stun coming in by Instant Babe. Into a Blade Dancer follow. Does himself massive amount of shields. Interrupt coming in onto Chrysler. Still gets some Scans back out, but they get shredded with that I-beam back to back. Absolutely incredible. Instant Babe just shredded through Chrysler in the most like Demon Hunter style ever. And next up is going to be TM Foz. TM Fox. Stun coming out. He's just trying to keep the demon, the monk away. Going to do a drive-by with the demon blades. And it's going to get disarmed, bailing out. Going to go flying up in the air. And TM needs to get some line aside. It's going to take a couple fell lances back to back with the procs coming up from Insta. Not only do you take fell blades, but also the procs from the Nimbus pans to to the Oblivion Spear into an I-Beam as TM is trying to get himself some heals going. Fox, he's gonna eat that Maledic, actually sending out the Maledic at Insta instead, and Insta is just gonna bail out for a second with a touch of death, just completely exited out of the situation. Just said nope, waiting for another I-Beam once he gets a chance into a stun onto Fox right now. Fox just gonna have to eat the damage. Back-to-back stuns are coming out, and Insta is looking for another I-Beam ready. Fox is looking to maybe get some kind of a kill lineup. Maybe does he have kill potential? Fist of Fury coming out, does drop down. Say it's a babe in place for a bit. Oh my goodness, that was a massive zap onto Fox right now. Massive zap. And Fox is going to get a lot of healing back very, very quickly. Does get a stun onto Insta. He's going to trick it out of it immediately. That's going to be a disarm. Does have I-Beam, does have stuns. Does have plenty of abilities he can use without weapons. Fox is just in such low health. Try to see if he can force out a Karma. Insta maybe just trying to see if he can force whatever he can. Mr. Fury does lock him out in place. He's going to go flying up in the air, and Fox needs to get a line of sight. Is he going to be able to play with his spell lances? I don't think you're going to win this competition. You actually are not going to win that. And down it goes as Insta Babe eliminated another one. Sees the Feral of the Bad, does get to hit him with a glaive into a Metamorphosis. Bash coming out. Not a lot he can really do in the moment, and that's going to be Daiwa. Dawia? I keep messing up your name. Dawia, I think it is. What is a legendary viewer? That means they became part of the sponsor, part of the member team. Member links down below if you guys want to join in. You got access to emotes. Yo, Muhammad, can you get us a good old spam of emotes here, boy? Appreciate you, my man. Gonna be I-Beam for Insta Babe. Instant interrupt by Dawia. Does get a pre-wall rolling, but for Insta Babe, that's still a lot of leech. Does get himself a little bit of those thorns. Not a lot that he can really do to dispel it. Try to go for a dispel the wrong buff. And decide to bail out for just a second, keep it Dawia in place. But you know, it's like, you know what? I have cooldowns. I can get back in there. I can do that more of that hit and run play style. And he's getting back in. Gonna fly up in the area. Dawia needs to get massive heals right now. And line of sight. Needs to get that LOS. No, actually goes for a resell. So he can land an opener onto Insta Babe. Does try to go for an opener, but I think it was still technically mid-air, so it was DR'd. Or just sound just didn't even go through. I-Beam onto Insta Babe right now. Or can you get sound while mid-air? Maybe it was fully DR'd. I think it was not DR'd. Because he just bashed him right now. Insta Babe is going to continue chasing after Dawia. It's going to go for the big Metamorphosis. This is going to be the big setup. Trying to chase after him like a bat out of the sky. Does land a stun onto Dawia. Does he go for another stun right now? Into a Blade Dance. Needs to interrupt. Oh, he does remove the thorns immediately. Insta Babe is just healing so much. Another I-Beam from a distance while Metamorphosis is up and running into another Blade Dance. Dawia losing out on health very quickly. No more defenses left. Does get a short stun into Insta Babe. And that's going to be in prison for a second while he is rooted in place. Is going to get resources rolling. Needs to get Dawia. Does throw a glaive, and that is a nice proc from the Nimbus Pants. That's a nice easy 20k zap, and that's going to be down. He goes for the count, and Yax is up next. What is Yax going to do with this one? That's a full Demon Hunter with full PvE gear, full setup, full lots of leech. Hasn't taken that much damage so far into these duels, and Yax is just trying to get some damage auction. No, CC instead. I guess we wanted to see him doing damage until his incarnation. It looked like he was trying to get a setup. It's going to be Thorns as well as a Bark Skin. Does Insta Babe get to dispel it? He does not. So you know what? He just bails out of there. He just bails out. I think he does a little bit of a laugh to Dawia. Poor guy. Ah, come on. Come on. That's very unsportsmanlike. Stun onto Yax, actually gonna get a chicken bash onto Insta Babe. This way he goes for the big damage. Big Star Surges and just clapping him out. Solar Wrath to fall, and Insta Babe needs to get the big Metamorphosis back up and running. Again, that's still a lot of damage. It just keeps hitting him into a Haymaker. Actually, Yax didn't get that Haymaker full through. There's gonna be a little bit of a disengage for Insta Babe. Does get in prison onto Yax. Does he have a little bit of a reset? Does he go for a bit of a reset up? It looks like he's almost out of cooldowns, and Yax still has that Metamorphosis into, no, not Metamorphosis, Incarnation into a Maledic onto Insta Babe. Does he interrupt him? And look who goes down! Oh my goodness. I find a little bit of karma in that. As soon as Insta Babe decided to laugh at somebody who is competing in these duels, I think Dawia is the first time we've seen him competing in these duels. It's like, ha ha ha. I think it's obliterated by a Boomkin. Are you kidding me? Next up is going to be Yordro. We're going to go for big damage. Big Incarnate on Yax off the bat, and Yax is completely out of cooldowns. Barkskin is all he had left. That's going to be instant chicken for Yordro. Doesn't have Skull Bash, but down goes Yax as Yordro just trucked the damage into him. Purple Haze is the last man standing. Is he just going to give him a reset? I think he's going to give him an honor duel. I like the Demon Hunters in these, dude. I like these. I actually like this a lot. Gonna be a Stealing card available for Yojo right now, as Purple Haze does get Skull Bashed onto I-Beam while coming in for Yojo early, and Purple Haze just needs to find a way to deal with this. Actually just gonna go flying up in the air and just pelt Yojo from the sky, forcing him to get some line of sight. Fell Lances are getting through. Does catch a little bit of that line of sight to land a few regrowths. And Purple Haze just needs to deny Yojo that reset. Does deny the opener by the Feral. Still lands a short stun onto Purple. And Yojo is going to rotate another wall right now. I'm swapping to the wrong person. As he tried to get a leap on top of Purple. Purple actually does get to dispel the thorns. Yojo getting hit with a stone right now. I-Beam to come out. It looks like Purple Haze has him finished off with barely any health left. With enough procs happening for Purple. Plenty of health. Still has a trinket. Actually won't have a trinket for quite a while. Does he know that it's going to be Jazor next? Oh, it's going to be Stupid Game instead. Stupid Game off of Ysera. What are you doing? Is it resing the DH? I guess he is, huh? I guess he did res him. Into a stun onto Purple, as Stupid Game is actually trying to get more damage in out while he's got it. I guess. Purple Haze does land a stun onto Stupid Game. Doesn't have the spell to take off those thorns. That's actually just going to do damage back to him. I don't really know. I think Purple actually is just in the worst position he could possibly be. I guess the thorns don't do damage back though if you are ranging from them. Stupid Game's just so confident. He just mad at the guy. He doesn't care. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Huh. Wall coming out for Stupid Game is gonna be Purple Haze getting that Malediction. I kind of clocked out honestly, game boys. It looked like Stupid Game had the duel in the pocket of his hands, man. It looked like Purple Haze was behind. Does get imprisoned with the Stupid Game. Not completely out of the game yet. There's gonna be a stun on Purple Haze. The thing does go down, and he does go down. Yeah, I kind of clocked out. I thought like, wow, Stupid Game, like the way he's moving. Shit. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Got to add me Dala Azina. Okay, let me add you real quick. Let me add you. I did add you. I plugged you in. I think you tried to add me before, and because I tried to add you. I know I did. What's your fucking name? So everybody knows I didn't forget to add you. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Are you seeing your friends list? No, you aren't, because you pop yourself a friends list here. And now I need to find Lorenzo, which is actually that you right here, right? Yeah, because you tried to add me before. It won't let me add you. I'm actually surprised you were at the top of the list. That was perfect. That was actually picture perfect. Alrighty, boys, get yourselves another group up and running. Who just played right now? Whose group was that? It was Chrysler group. Who was with InstaBabe? BSKS? Can we go again? I'll get you guys in after. Let somebody else play. Kachikan and Ather gotta play though. We can get BSKS versus Kaiser at one point. Yeah, you guys stay. Or if you want to change a couple people that already played, more than welcome to. That could work. 380, 330, 340? Oh wait, EU. 34012. Cool. Lorenzo, full grow up Azina here. Alright, let me get Ather versus Kachikan. Then we could probably do BSKS versus Lorenzo. Get your boys again, queuing against one another. Perfect. How about if we're rating new people? Alrighty, man. Actually, I don't even care if you gotta get new people, old people. It doesn't matter, man. Not today. Patch 8.1.5 is gonna be gone soon, dude. We're not gonna get back into this. It's gonna be a little bit different with all the necklace stuff. Just woke up from a 15-hour night of sleep. Everything hurts. Yo, A-stacks. Why are you sleeping that long, man? Hopefully you're doing fine, my man, health-wise and whatnot. You watch yourself, alright? Get yourself plenty of water, plenty of rest. Just relax. Just relax. You probably were going through something where your body was just like, you know what? I need sleep. Is the void shift allowed? I guess so, yeah. It would be kind of lame for like a monk or like a feral to use a void shift, or a shaman, but like a shadow priest using void shift, a frost mage using void shift, warrior, arms warrior using void shift. I'm okay with that. Like, I can't stop people from using the items I do, you know what I mean? So don't try to stress about it. But would I prefer it one way or another? Prefer classes that don't do well in PvP to have it. Shadow priest nerf, yeah, it's gonna be nutty. What's up, Blues? How do my man? So switch. Chrysler, Kachikan, you're missing a guy. What happened, buddy? We got Letteridge here. We got PvP-ness. We got Sa Fury. We're missing a guy. Oh, Zakati. Oh, I guess he was doing somebody. He came in low health. Oh. Did the Kani just like fall damage? The Kani could have just been dead. Gotchkin is opening up off the bat versus Toku. As he's gonna land those aim shots back to back. Scatter shot again onto Zakani. Into another aim shot. Into another aim shot. Just getting those aim shots back to back with the rapid fire to follow. Does get a wall up and running. Needs to get more aim shots into Gotchkin. Actually doing quite a bit of damage to him. Steady shots as he's trying to get a little bit of distance with rapid fire to continue going. Charge trap coming down. Gotchkin is actually getting quite a bit of damage back into Toku. Toku needs to go for a reset. Does get a knockback onto Cat. And he goes for an interesting charge. Reflect coming out in case there's a trap. That's going to be Toku catch himself into, ooh, freeze the trapper afterwards. Does he get out? Does he go for a camo? Toku, what do you do? What do you do? I think he goes for a shadow meld. Making him think there's a camo. Okay. Kachikan, does he realize this though? Does he realize it? Toku, dude, he uses some mind games on everybody. Oh, he does have camo too. Okay. Kachikan, I think, heard on stream. Oh, he's stealth? What you doing? I can't do Danish accent, but that's gonna be a couple traps. Kachi could get hit with a freezing trap again. Toku, he does get himself another aim shot, double back-to-back wombo combo. Actually dropping down Kachi quite a bit of health, but he does get a mean charge in. Gonna be a bit of a disengage with a knockback for Toku. He needs to continue pelleting Kachi with aim shots whenever he can. That's gonna be a scatter shot as soon as he gets up close. That's gonna be another trap for Cat. He's gonna run through it. That's gonna be a tar trap. And Toku's looking for another aim shot in there. No, this aim shot's actually doing quite a bit of work. Does have a reflect available. It's going to be another aim shot at Kachikan. You see him sometimes hold his ground and get those aim shots off, I think. Kachikan is going to get a lot of healing. Nice freezing trap. Going to be a trick out of Cat. That's actually going to be a trick out of Toku, but he doesn't have defenses, and Kachikan does get to execute through him. That was an interesting setup. I think Toku might have actually been able to do something if it wasn't Kachikan. You know what I mean? If it wasn't Cat. That's going to be, who is that? Is that going to be Olokai? Next, with Thorns up and running a little bit early. Kachikan does not have reflect for this one, but he does get a charge heal for Okalai. Careful with those rampages. You don't want to be rampaging into a feral. Oh, big defensive coming in for Kachikan a little bit early as he gets hit with a stun. Didn't watch his health careful enough. Does try to get maybe a heal. One heal swipe from Oka. Does get another charge code follow, and that's going to be Oka popping in that wall right now with a nice mean bite for Kachikan. Kachikan just needs to recover. Needs to get the sustain going. He already made a small mistake with his big heal. He kept hitting into Thorns with Rampage. Rampage is a lot of little hits, but every one of them, a Thorn pricks you back for every one of those. That's why the ability is scary. That's going to be Thorns right now, and Kachikan needs to heal. Could have popped the Reflect. Needs to get the heals rolling though, and that's going to be Thorns taking him out. Okay, just have plenty of bleeds rolling for him, and that's all he needed. Psy Fury trying to see if he can finish him off. Thorns are slowing him down. Does get the auto attacks through the wall though. And as long as Olokai can land himself a little bit of a re-heal from time to time, he might be okay. Try to use the mobility away from Psy Fury. Gonna get a bash rolling. And Psy is not gonna go for a trinket. Looks like he trinketed something early maybe? Did he make a mistake with a trinket at one point? Or is it just like a bug? They decided not to trinket. That's gonna be an opener by Olokai. Couldn't deny it. Psy Fury is going to go for big damage. Olokai is going to pop that wall right now. Trying to get a bite onto Psy Fury. Needs to keep on that feral as long as he can. Going to be trying to get out away from him. And he does get away with a root. Regenerating coming out for Psy Fury. But the bleeds are not letting him. Does he get a charge off of the feral? He does not. Needs to deny him the opener. Needs to be playing the mind games. Needs to stagger his AoE. Just by a little bit. Gonna go for an rage regen right now. But doesn't have a kitty to attack. That's going to be rooted out. Olokai. He's just going to bleed him up, dude. Oh, barely any health left. Does get a charge into the feral. Does actually snag a little bit of health from that charge. Barely surviving that one. But a big bite, and Olokai does take him out. Back to back. This is going to be PvP Nest is up next as an assassination roll. Getting that kidney shot rolling onto Olokai with a vendetta. Thorns are up and running. PvP Nest could go for a cloak. Actually playing a little defensive, allowing Olokai to get quite a bit of damage onto PvP Nest. That is going to be able to hit with a root. And Olokai is going to go for a little bit of regrowth back to back, just trying to recover. Does land the opener on PvP Nest. PvP Nest not shrinking on this. Big bite coming out. It's going to be another root. He's playing the long-term game, boys. He's playing a long-term game. And Olokai is going to land a Maledict onto PvP Nest, as PvP Nest is going to go for a trinket right now onto Olokai. Maledict as well, wall coming out for the feral. Trying to get a couple swipes. Is not going to be enough though. PvP Nest does have a Cloak of Shadows. PvP Nest might want to evasion this. Does get an evasion as Olokai trying to get a big bite in. Not going to happen. PvP needs to maintain this poison onto Olokai. At least the slow and the wound poison. Is he going to die to the bleeds? Barely. He does snag himself a concoction, but that's going to be thorns. The bite coming out into a root. Blind. Trinkets on him. He just land a moonfire. Oh my god. What was that trinket? Oh, he does get him though. He does get to find him out. Oh, look, I taking everybody out. We're only 5 minutes into the duel. And next is going to be Zakati opening it up with a full stun lock bomb combo. Oh, look, I probably was hoping that maybe that wasn't the best time to get my stun rolling. As Fist of Fury Barrage is going to start raining on him. He's going to try to see if he can use all his forms of nature to try to see if he can bail out between bear, between stack form, trying to stay mobile, power shifting any slows that get applied by Zakati, trying to be as effective with it as possible, just trying to wait out until he can get himself finally a regrowth, a rejuve, a Swiftman, or anything. Gonna get some comp points onto Zakati, force him tricking out of Zakati with a root. Does he get Tiger's Lust? Like, he doesn't have Tiger's Lust. Actually, he countered on the fact that Zakati wouldn't have Tiger's Lust. Gonna get a port into an interrupt into Olakai. Gonna get a massive leap in, and using continue power shift to Swiftman. Does coming out with more regrowths. Does get rooted with a thorn. So follow as for Saphira rain down. He's not out of the fight just yet. He's not completely good yet. Zakati still has plenty of mobility, and Olakai getting hit with an in-cap. Is that gonna be stunned by Zakati? No, big kick instead. Oh, look at this. Does he have anything? Bash up to Zakati. And he's going to bail out of there, dude. This man is staying afloat, dude. He is doing for survival. Actually catches a bit of a re-stealth as a feral. Zakati's going to be forced to go to one of the eyes. None of them are available. The duel hasn't been going on long enough. How is he surviving? Oh, my goodness. How is he surviving? Seriously. This guy doesn't even have any trinkets. He doesn't have any tank trinkets or nothing. This man is just a cat on the run. Gonna be reflecting that Maldic back into Olakai, but that still bleeds. Gonna be set up onto Zikari. Oh my goodness. No, touch of death coming down to Olakai. There's gonna be a lot of damage. No wall available. Maybe he'll be able to do something back to Zakati. Trying to get the thorns up and running. Zakati does end up taking him out. Even if he survived the barrage of Fist of Fury, he still would have died to the thorn, to the touch of death, man. There's nothing he could do. Fist of Fury just put him down in a bad situation. No availability to attack because he's getting paired on the Fist of Fury. No trinket available to him. Maybe he should have trinket against PvPness. That might have been a mistake that he could probably change for the future. Flykyre is up next. Fist of Fury are raining down on him. He's playing more of that feral druid madness happening. Zakati's just going to incap him and just going to pet him while getting himself a little bit of a heal. Flykyre is going to be going for damage. Bike came out onto Zakati, but he does get a port out. And Flykyre is actually getting very offensive with his mobility, burning that charge a little bit early. And Zakati is going to go for the images. That's where Flykyre is just going to bail out of there. Zakati's instantly... Do the monks still have more healing when they have images up and running, by the way? Or did they remove that? Because I know that they used to have that. Like, when you have images up and running, you could just start spamming, like, the heal orbs back in MOP. I think they do for other expansions, too. But I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Arms is my destiny. Catch it. If you pop in his arms, dude, I'll lose my mind. Flykyre is going to get hit with a stun as Zakati. Gonna try to see if he can maybe poke at him a little bit. He doesn't have big cooldowns, but that big Fist of Fury with a Whirling Dragon Punch might be enough. Flykyre is going to use all of his instas and trying to generate comp points to get the finishers to try to stay afloat. Thorns is going to be a nice response for Zakati. That's going to be Karma, though, as Flykyre does have Thorns on him. Zakati's just hoping to end him with Thorns around with a Karma. Fist of Fury raining down on those Thorns. Actually, power shift to try to see if he can survive. Thorns are on, so is Karma, and Flykyre doesn't have a lot of health to deal with. Zakati does end up taking him out. Love Scars is up next. Does land an interrupt onto Zakati's heal with a stun to follow him. Zakati is going to port out of it with a trinket. I guess he was trying to see if Love Scars is going to go for big damage or not, and I guess he didn't feel comfortable taking full brunt of the damage at that low of health from a Demon Hunter. He's going to have to kite him around just a little bit, though. Stun coming on to Zakati, shortest stun in the world, and Zakati maybe could go for a setup. Maldic coming on to Zakati right now as he does get lockout, Love Scars in a Fist of Fury, and is going to try to see if he can Tiger's Lust behind the pillar. With, oh, it feels magic too. I guess he might as well use it. Love Scars did use Maldic already, so you might as well just put that thing on cooldown. It's going to be 2 minutes before Maldic's going to back up anyway. I-Beam coming on to Love Scars, does get hit with an in-cap immediately. And Love Scars is actually a very low health. Zakati could get a stun lock on him. Stun lock with a Fist of Fury to follow Whirling Dragon Punch. He actually could do it. We're going to be a disarmament to Love Scars. Try to see if he can bail away from Zakati. Does go for a Metamorphosis. And Zakati is going to go for the Fist of Fury. Still able to get quite a bit of damage into Zakati. That's going to be darkness coming down as he does get interrupted. Zakati's going to bail out of it for a second. Lovescars is going to interrupt him on a cast. Doesn't have metamorphosis. Does he have the mobility to catch up to Zakati right now? Does Zakati have the stun available in order to see if he can take out Lovescars? Lovescars actually is the one that has the stun. Big annihilates coming down. Lots of damage to follow as Zakati does drop down the Ring of Peace. Lovescars still is going to truck through it. Shortest stun in the world. And Lovescars needs to be aware of his situation. The offensive hero coming out. He's going to bail out for a second. Blade Dance to follow. Does he have enough to take out Zakati right now? Maybe. I-beam from a distance. Not enough to end him. Gonna be an in-cap by Zakati. Lovescars needs to make a play right now. He's gonna imprison him. He's gonna go for a stun. Nope, Zakati's actually just gonna get a kick instead. And Athel boy, Athel man is gonna be up next. Athel lad. Athel Chad. Athel, get in there, boy. I like your Mog, by the way. It looks like a literal Death Knight. Also, you got a blue flaming weapon. Oh my goodness, he actually looks so cool. I like that Mog. Zakati gonna land a leg sweep onto Athel, but that adaptation gonna make it impossible to make an leg sweep play make. That's gonna be in caps. He can all he can do is in cap him. He'll never be able to stun him. Striker coming out of Zakati immediately as soon as he gets hit by the Hodge into a blinding aura. Blinding for Athel blinds Zakati. Interesting choice. He doesn't go for back-to-back stuns. I guess he decided, you know what, a little bit extra CC, at least maybe in this duel, would be better. 39% dampen. It's going to be a monk versus paladin, 2 hybrids healing each other forever. That's exactly what it's going to come down. And it's going to be in the YouTube video or just live stream. I'll have to see who carries him. I have to look through them, man. I have to look at these. I'll look at them again and figure it out, man. We'll see. Vivifies a back-to-back for Zakati. After getting disarmed immediately. 41% dampen. And Zakati is making sure to use all his energy into Vivifies as much as he can. At this point, I think it's really up to Azeroth to see if he can get a lineup onto Zakati. The Furies are going to hold him back for a little bit. Yep. Going to pour it way out of the Zakati's looking for the win right now, dude. He's playing for the win. Lexu coming out. Knows that adaptation is going to be happening. Instant karma. Azeroth could do something about it, but you know what? He's just going to hodge him and set in place. Zakati is not going to have a trinket until a little bit later. Actually, he's going to be able to have a trinket for the next stun. So maybe if Athel can do something right now. Touch of Death coming in onto Athel, man, is going to get Shield of Vengeance back into Zakati. Does split between the images. That's going to be wings for Athel right now. Can he get enough damage to Zakati? That should have dusting down on him. That was a very, very ballsy mover just now. Letting Touch of Death do that much work to you. He's going to try to see if he can suppress him in that Ring of Peace. He's going to go for Bubble right now. Maybe that's enough. Zakati does have Diffuse Magic rolling. Does Athel have enough to finish him off? Does get a slow up and running? Oh my goodness. Zakati does pour it out. Atherman is down on forbearance for a bit. He actually needs to heal now. He actually needs to heal. He actually needs to heal. Disarm immediately. Can Zakati get enough damage? Athos actually dropping quite low. Does he have a Hodge? Wings are coming out right now. Does he have anything left? Zakati can actually win right now. Unless, oh my goodness, he actually did it. Zakati did it. 1v4. Wow. Okay, okay. Paid off. Paid off. He did run around a lot. Paid off a ton, man. It's going to be YouTube. We'll see. We'll see. Disc Priest rules? Dude, maybe one day we'll have Disc Priest joining all these. Nah. It's a healer, but like, we'll see. Okay, that was Katrukan and Athaman. Pixie got a group. Also, Lorenzo got a group. Let's get Lorenzo and BKS first, and then Pixie versus Chrysler. How does that sound? Here we go. Why does YouTube use the Motorola emotes? The Motorola emotes? I think because they're owned by Google, so they're using the Google emotes, which are the same as Android emotes. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. What's up, man? How you doing, my man? What's up, SBA? How you doing, my boy? Toka GG, dude. GG's, boys. GG's. Lorenzo 070 and BSKS team ready. Alright, let's get you guys in there. Let's get you boys in there. 12 around arena, which is actually kind of a big arena, to be honest. It's kind of a huge arena. Oh, by the way, Tiger's Peak should be coming back soon. I don't know if anybody missed that map, but Tiger's Peak should be coming back soon. I haven't seen the map in a while. Let a weird build. What's matchup for it? I'm done setting up. I do 100k. If done setting up, I do 100k hit. Yo, Athlete, if you want to go for that build again, man, give it another go. More than welcome to my dude. Alright, boys. Switch. Couple things. We got a couple new people in here. Let's go over the rules. Alrighty, boys. The rules are buffs. Paladin, keep them to yourself. Priest, mage, warrior, allowed to share. Rogues, pharaohs, be out of pharaoh form and be out of stealth unless you are dueling. Be out of any form, especially bear, unless you are dueling, especially if you're a Sarah's gift. Palace, keep your buffs to yourself. Don't rest people once they're dead, because it's hard to keep track of like who's alive, who's not, and I don't want to deal with it. If I see you doing that, I don't give a damn. Just fucking out of here. What else? Good luck and have fun. Good luck and have fun. Mage food is alright. Warlock, Hellstone's alright to share. I think I covered everything. It's gonna be a stupid game off the bat. Playing up from Team Blue versus Chi Weaver as an Orcish shot Orc Monkus. Stupid game is gonna go for the big bleed setup. Last time he did the same thing. Does he have some kind of crazy mastery build? That's a lot of bleeds actually. Whoa, that's a lot of bleed damage. Stupid game, is that what he's gonna go for? A big reset setup onto Chi Weaver? Just wait until DR's down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Darks. Come on, bro. Come on. It's a stone onto Chi Weaver again. Gonna get a setup. It's gonna be leg sweep. Drake coming out for super game off the bat. Does get thorns up and around Chi Weaver. Does want to go for big damage. Oh, we're seeing a trinket from BOD. A healer trinket to keep him afloat. Maledict on Chi Weaver. Does get interrupted on his cast. Is gonna pre-wall this damage as best as possible into a route to follow. Does have bleeds rolling. Interesting choice. Interesting. I feel like for Chi Weaver, having more DPS focused trinkets might be better. Oh, stupid game does play up to the trinket from COS though, so it's gonna get him with silence from time to time. Not like it's really gonna interrupt him that much. He's not a full caster, but it still might do something. What is that bleed damage he's got going though? What is that bleed damage? Such as coming down to stupid game does get caught down in a fist of fury. It does leap out of that immediately, trying to reduce the damage on the touch of death while the damage goes to the end. And that's going to be Incarn coming out. Does get a setup on a Chi Weaver, but does eat a karma as he's trying to bail out of there. Chi Weaver does take quite a bit of damage. Maybe, you know what's killing him? Is the trinket and maybe Nimbus Pants procs if he wears those. When he's bleed somebody up and they're just procking from a distance. Maybe that's what's happening. Thorns are up for stupid game right now. Chi Weave does want to get a leg sweep, does want to get damage, doesn't want to die though to those thorns, doesn't have a karma. He actually might be in a bad situation. Stun coming out. Is that going to be it? Dots are up and running. Stupid game does bleed him out. Interesting. You would just need a cast of trinket to make the bleed build work, I guess, yeah? Because with dots like ticking down, like you would have trinket procs from a distance. That's kind of interesting. Like honestly, that's kind of interesting. Because I haven't seen bleed build be that strong in BFA so far. Like it's okay, like a full dot build, you know what I mean? My lovely arena. This one, yo, Tiger Speak is gonna be soon. Ooh, stupid game just walked by Dirks Brian, but he didn't smell him. Nope, looks like Dirks Brian uses wet wipes. See, he doesn't smell. He literally burned his face and his ass. He's just like, nothing. I don't smell the rogue. Come on. Come on. He's playing Outlaw too. That's like the worst spec to play against a Feral. You have to play very specific. You have to play perfect, basically. You have to play perfect. Is that just gonna like... Is just gonna get opened up on? The stupid game know he's there? Does he see him? I think he just realized. I think he was waiting out for a while. Nurse Brian is gonna re-stealth. Does he know the Feral's on the way? He's right on top of him! Oh my god, denying the open for the Feral actually into a gouge, and Drugsbite is gonna go for a full stun onto Super Game right now. He does get to pre-wall this damage with a Matic roll, and Drugsbite is just trying to min-max the damage. There's gonna be Thorns right now for Super Game as Parry coming out for Drugsbite, and Super is just trying to get the hell out of there. As AP puts a bleeds into Drugsbite, he's good chilling. Dirks is going to burn that kill a little bit early. Stupid is going to catch a resell for a second. Doesn't get the opener though, as another gouge comes in. It's going to silence himself. Killing spree coming out by Dirks Brian. Stupid does catch a resell for a moment. That's going to be checking out Dirks Brian immediately. Maldic onto Dirks. Does go for a Cloak of Shadows as he does get a blind to Stupid Game. And Stupid Game still has a trinket if he needs to. He's going to catch a resell. Both of these guys are going to catch. No! Dirk Brian still has dots rolling. Going to be another trinket setup for Stupid. Does good back-to-back zaps onto Dirks, which is so good for him right now with bleeds. Just gets those procs from time to time. Do those take him out of stealth, by the way? If they do happen, that'd be interesting. Dirks Brian is trying to see if he can juke him out. Not gonna happen. Nope, didn't happen. I think the stupid game decided to kind of wait out for a bit. It's actually burning his mobility just to catch up, and Dirk's does catch himself a reset. That's going to be another reset for stupid game with full dots onto Dirk's Brian. Can Dirk's Brian go following up anything? Not the best buffs in the world to get some damage rolling as thorns are up for stupid game. This is where you really don't want to hit the feral. I think, honestly, stupid game just bled out Dirk's Brian. Yeah, Nimbus Band zapping him back to back. Safe to check it up for Dirk's Brian, keeping himself for just a little bit. Looks like he might be caught out in a bit. Does he have no more bleeds? Did it wet all the bleeds? What? Stupid game picked up the eye. Didn't quite see Dirk's Brian right then and there. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Wait, is everybody leaving? Wait, Nike's left. Azina, what happened? Everybody on team left. Dirk's Brian just left. Did I just leave? He just left. No, he just... Maybe he deceived. Maybe. But Nikes also bailed. Huh. Should we just redo? You don't leave instances when you DC. Well, Nikes is back. Sorry, mate, it's not fun. Oh my god. Can we get a hashtag Dirk's Brian in chat showing out appreciation for the wonderful nation? Dirks, my man, let me tell you this right now, dude. When you're playing games and your team is losing, do you just quit? Or do you play even knowing that your team is probably going to lose? I appreciate when people just continue playing to the end, dude. I appreciate when people just play out the game, because it's not fun for your team if you just lose, if you just quit. It's not fun for the other team if everybody just quits. It's a lot better just to play the games out. Hashtag Dirk's Brian for the beautiful donation, my man. But I would recommend staying in, man, to the end. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, you live to win or die, victory or death, look to our guard, dude. Play it to the end. Play the games out. Just keep your head up. Play the games out. Give it your best shot. That's all you need. Oh my goodness. Should we just continue this game, I guess? Never quit? You never quit. You can't just quit on people. Can't pally for log game. Make your death worthy for your team. There we go. I feel like we should redo. I feel like we should do a redo. I'll let these guys play it out. But we'll probably do a redo. AFK kick's best thing. Oh yeah. If you get AFK kick, there's nothing you can do. What do you want to just leave, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, I would just play it out, man. I would just play it out. Like, even if you feel like you're gonna lose, I would just play it out, man. It's a lot better that way. I feel like you should queue Pixie. Pixie to queue? You could. Mez says dots up and running. He's playing Affliction, which is a stupid game. It's kind of have a hard time. I really want to do another one. I'm ready for a redo. Yeah, I think it'll be. Yeah. But potentially, yeah. Yeah, we'll have you guys redo. We'll queue you guys into somebody that you haven't queued yet. And Maz even cries, dude. Dude, this stupid game, guys, making everybody cry. Who is this dude? That's a gladiator, right? Has to be, right? You got the gladiator chant, the green one. Azarina, can you do anything against the feral? Does land a stun, does get the dots, and does get the mindbender rolling. He's gonna go for that entangle roots on the pet. He's gonna try to see if he can bail out. Yeah, it might have been, you know, sometimes we'll get bad maps, and it's okay. You guys should definitely still play it out to the end, though. I think it's a lot better. Like, if there's a game that's boring, I'll quit on it just because, like, I have a limited amount of time to stream. Actually, is that hypocritical of me to quit if, like, a game is boring, and I'm like, okay, what if the feral, like when the feral and Lucron were dueling each other, and the feral was running the whole game, and it was, like, literally 20 minutes of feral and warlock running. And I quit. Is that hypocritical of me, chat, to quit then, and then tell Dirk's Brian to play to the end? Because I feel like if the game is like really boring, if it's like, you know, if somebody's not playing their class how it's supposed to, but rather is just running, like here, I feel like stupid game is actually playing his class. He is a feral. He has bleeds or hit and run playstyle. Yes, be more specific, chat. Yes, I am hypocritical. Yes, hypocritical, or yes, that's fine. Or no, I'm not. I'm okay. Nah, I'm okay. You gotta get good content. But that's what I'm thinking. That's a perfect time. If it's a perfect time. like if somebody is playing the game, playing their class, but if it's just like Fel running, literally running and stealthing and healing and running and stealthing and healing the whole game, not playing, like run, like so fun. Well, Stupid Game is playing his playstyle. He's playing a hit and run playstyle. He's playing to what Ferals are all about. Plus, he has the gear to allow him that playstyle because it gives him procs from a distance. But look, Azina is going to go for a setup. Azina actually silenced himself with a trinket. Not that good. Burning out both defensive, actually, which is not exactly what he's doing against Stupid Game. As Stupid does rotate a wall. Don't think he needed to, but he decided to stay proactive with the damage he's putting out ASAP. FC is ASP and he rub? What? I don't, what? Rub, I don't know what that means. Nub? Is that what you're trying to say? Stupid Game does get a big bite onto Azina. Nai, you're the last man standing. Nai! We're watching you, buddy. We're rooting for you, man. Give it your best damn shot you got. Stupid Game does have big incarn rolling. He's probably going to wait out a little bit on Nikes. Probably wants to get a better opener. He's down a trinket, down a wall. But he's going to get in there right now. He's feeling good right now, dude. He's feeling good. He's going to actually get hit by a pet stun. And he's going to see that pet stun ahead of time. Grip coming out for Nikes. Does get an AMS rolling for the Thorn. Stupid Game is going to try to see if he can get a bite. Try to get a finisher onto Nikes. Predicting the Army of the Dead a little bit early. Does try to get a root onto Nai with full dots up and running. He does need to catch up with the Army of the Dead. Stupid Game is building combo points off of the pets while he's got it. That is going to be the pet. Catching him with a root for his second. Nice. Needs to go for a bit of healing. While coming out for Stupid Game, as he's just going to eat a lot of this damage. Nai, without an AMS, perfect time for him to get a Thorns up and running. Is going to go for a bit of healing. Bash coming out. Does check it out. It needs to go for big death strikes. Back to back, maybe a grip around the corner. Stupid Game does get a root and a leap away. And Nice is going to get dotted up. And I think he's done. Yeah, done. That was a lot of damage. Is he all just rips? Yeah, rip. Bites. Rake. Thorns. Oblivion Spear. It does so much damage. Like his Nimbus Bows did so much, but Oblivion. Oh my god. That's insane strong. That is insanely strong. That right here. They're just ripping people down, dude. Oh my goodness. They actually had more damage than healing too. It's not like he had some kind of crazy healing Zakati playstyle. Like Zakati just death died. Yeah. Pharaohs like that gameplay, Pharaohs should be banned? I don't know. I don't think Pharaohs should be banned. I don't know, because if you ban one class, you're just gonna... It's a totem pole. Take the top off, you still have a top. You know what I mean? PvE gear for the win in PvP. Yeah, I hope for Season 3 Blizzard does it a little bit better with PvE gear and PvP gear. It doesn't make PvE gear that strong. Like, I'm fine with certain PvE gear being powerful, but like... Come on. Like, they have this trinkets that say low chance, but they proc so often, like... Huh? It just means that it has a low RPPM or whatever. RPPM? Is that what it is? Rate of proc per minute? PPM? Rate of PPM? RPPM? Guess so. That was a weird one. I'm not gonna save the audio because Dirk Bine did bail. Guys, don't bail. Don't leave. Play it out. To the end of it. Zakati got a group up and running. Let's go. RF5, 1v5, Inc. Yeah, let's get BSKS versus Zakati. We'll get these guys dueling. Zakati can feel what BSKS is all about. Chrysler will get you in versus Pixie. How does that sound? Pixie, you hang around, man. We'll get you and Chrysler dueling, okay? We're gonna give these guys another chance. EU and Horde and Alley. Yep. It's EU, boys. Alliance and Horde. Pharaohs aren't that strong. As a person who remains a Frost Death Knight, Pharaohs aren't that good, to be honest. Ooh. That's an interesting class right there. Frost Death Knight. We actually got Chillbane who plays plenty of Frost. He shows us how good that is. Frost is probably have the worst time with it. Well, I mean, you're a wheelchair, so you'd get hided a lot. But the healing, if else starts to stay on you, I don't know. Honestly, I have no problem with it, man. Switch. The Spirit Trick can proc, and I need to Tickle Spell Bleed. That's why it's so good for Pharaohs, huh? It's nuts, J-Rock. I heard Melee using that thing, and it's nuts. Alrighty, boys. Let's get ourselves up and running with a group. We got ourselves Insta Babe. Ooh, change up your mog. I like it. We got JJ in here. We got Jazzorn. Didn't get to play Stupid Game. Got a few games last time in Yodro. Versus we got Boney in here. Boney? Is that M Boney or M Boney or no? Or is that just a guy named Boney? Bonnie wants to go in. Zakati wants to go in first. PvP Nessa is in here. We got ourselves Letterridge and Chi Weaver. Zakati versus... Who is it going to be? Jazzorn as a red paladin. Ooh. Nice weapon. Which one is that one, actually? Which spear is that? It looks kind of cool, actually. It's gonna be Zakati. That's not the COS spear, is it? That's like the other one's like a trident with like a seashell, isn't it? Gonna be instant ticket for Jazzorn. That's gonna shield the invaders up and running. Zakati is gonna burst through right now while images are up and running with that Fist of Fury. Big wings coming out for Jazzorn. Gonna be huge. Shield to explode for Zakati, and he bails out of there before anything happens. Trying to see if he can mount up and chase after a Monkus. In cap to fall. Does get a mad support all the way to the other side of the arena, and Jazzorn is gonna be forced to chase after Zakati immediately. It's going to be a Hodge, but he does sit in a Ring of Peace, which is perfect. Barely able to take the full burn of the image from Jazzorn into a disarm to follow while he has wings up and running. Zakati used to make as much value damage here happen while the wings are up. As wings go down, Jazzorn is kind of out of cooldown. It's going to be touch of death. Drop it down on him. This way, Zakati needs to make the biggest play. Fist of Fury flying right now. Jazzorn going to take a lot of damage. Maledict to follow onto Zakati. Going to get a karma rolling. Jazzorn could bob it. Oh my god, he actually took so much damage. Big setup for Zakati. Didn't even get a bubble or bob. Fastest finger in the West for Zakati with that big leg sweep. Yojo is up next. Going to get stunned up by Zakati into an incap. Zakati does get a leg sweep on him, forcing a trinket out of throw pretty early on. Bash to come out for Yojo. Zakati still holding onto a trinket, it looks like. We have Fizef coming. Is going to roll past the Feral into a port. Yojo is out in the open. Needs to find the angle. It's going to be Ring of Peace right now. And is actually going to use that Feral mobility just to catch up to Zakati. Why he got him. Does get to reopen on him. Zakati's going to go for a big double kick with a Fist of Fury to follow. To stop gapping all of Yojo's damage with a Whirling Dragon Punch. Thorns are coming out. And this way, Zakati needs to stop all damage. Waiting out on the karma. Dragon kicking all the way to the other side with a Vivid Fight to follow. Yojo does a wall up and run. Zakati is out of cooldowns. And he actually does go down with Yojo. All that damage up and running. Down he goes. And Boney is up next with a opener by the Feral while Incarnate is still up and running. Boney is going to land a few on him. Needs to get some dots up and running. Needs to go for the big setup on damage here. Versus the Feral in particular, it's going to go for the Void Eruption early on. As Yojo is going to get a big bite stun to follow. And Boney does have a lot of damage available. It's going to be insta-cast spamming at Yojo with a Mindbender to follow. That's actually quite a bit of damage. You might want a Wallace. No wall available. Mata coming out into Yojo. Does get a bash into Boney. Is that a Feral going to die to a Shadow Priest? And it looks like the Feral actually died to a Shadow Priest. Boney just obliterated him. Just messed with his mind. Who's up next? Is it going to be Insta Babe JJ? Looks like they're sending out Insta Babe up next as a DH. Trying to see if he can just catch up to Boney. Trying to see if he can just clean him off of all the buffs. That was an insane one-shot by a Shadow Priest. That was nutty, chat. That was absolutely nutty. You got the full Void Eruption stun. Big setup. Gonna be a opener by Insta Babe onto Boney, and Boney is going to try to see if he can get some dots up and running. Instababe is going to disrupt him with back-to-back stuns. The Boney is going to be in a really bad situation. Mind control doesn't happen as I was a Metamorphosis by Insta, and Boney is going to go for a bit of a heal while he has Greater Fade up and running. And this is where Instababe is going to get back in. Boney is going to be out of options real soon. Is going to land a stun onto Instababe, Void Eruption to follow, and it's going to get the Vampiric Embrace rolling right now. Fear onto Insta. With VT set up against Shadow Monster Fall. He needs to get this Instacast going ASAP. Stun to Boney right now. He has dots rolling onto Instababe though. So he's doing some healing. He needs to get himself shields rolling. Might have to go for a disperse here. Is this looking like a bad situation? He's maintaining those shields ASAP. Try to see if he can juke out a kick out of Instababe and is forced to go for the disperse. That's going to be an imprison by Instababe. Doesn't have the imprison to stop him from healing, but still going to be huge regardless. Boney does go for another Void Eruption into a silence onto Instababe. What if he silenced him ahead of time? Would he not be able to get the IB rolling early? That actually would have been insane. And Instababe is going to bail out of it. Doesn't have an interrupt. Is going to back up. Get back in after he gets some resources. Stunned by Boney right now. Instababe still holding on to the trinket. Going to be a Mindbender up and running. And Boney could go maybe for a Void Eruption again. He's kind of out of all cooldowns right now. And Instababe looking for that eye beam again. Wants to get into the Metamorphosis. Going to be Metamorphosis versus Void Demons versus the Void Lords. Can Boney make a play here? Can Boney do something? The leech from Instababe is just huge. Fear coming out. Not sure going to trick inside of it at the end. Does get interrupted on the Boney on Shadow, and Boney's kind of boned right now, trying to see if he can land a mind control. He does land a mind control onto Instababe. It is the shortest mind control in the world, though. Does he have any more CC to follow? Instababe looking to close out the game. Going to be a Maledict onto Insta, but he dies. The Shadow Priest dies right before the Maledict gets to land, and nothing happens from there. Boney obliterated the Pharaoh, but the Instababe was a little bit too hard to deal with. It's going to be PvPness up next as Instababe does land himself I-beam again. PvPness getting hit with a stun off the bat. Trick gets out of it immediately. Evasion to follow. That's where Instababe looking to peel away from him for a moment. Does go for an imprisoned short, and as soon as the rogue gets right on top of him, goes up in the air. Vanish coming out for PvPness, but looks like somehow he's able to put himself out of stealth. Took a couple fell lances to the back of the head. The concoction is going to try to healing through as much of that as humanly possible. That's still going to be a cheap shot opener by PvPness onto Instababe. Needs to get those kidney shots back to back as soon as he can. I-beam coming out, and that's going to be a blind onto a Demon Hunter. Instababe has a lot of health. PvPness needs to get those kidney shots. Doesn't have Vendetta anymore, so he's really in a bad situation. Didn't even go offensive at Insta to get a sap in. He actually waited it out. He's going to catch himself a little bit of a restyle. Does he have a kidney shot to follow? He's actually out of cooldowns. Not a lot he could really work with. Does finally land a kidney shot onto Instababe. Stun coming out by Insta. With the blade dance, that's all he needs. Cheat death coming out, and down goes the rogue. Yeah, if you guys are going to go for that blind, better get the sap, better get control, rogues. Don't run away. Don't try to hide, especially from a Demon Hunter. Get controlling. Don't hide. That's anything I can teach you, rogues. Don't do that. Just sap him. Just hold him in place. Don't let him play. He's just going to use eyes of his own and find you. Especially don't run out in the open. Like, you look at PvPness, was like, okay, I blinded him, I'm gonna run away. Not even looking at him. Like, watch him. Watch him closely. He should be all your attention if that's the guy you're dueling. Big kill coming out for Chi Waver, as it's gonna be. It's stable. Gonna go. And it's a babe. Call him unstable. It's gonna go up in the air. Does get a couple fell lances, I think, on the images, actually. Chi Waver is gonna land himself a bunch of heals. Burn through that BOD shield very quickly. Gonna be another set of I-beam for Instababe. Chi Weaver is trinkets out of that incap as he does go for a diffuse magic. What is this? Popping every cooldown he's got as a defense, even though Instababe didn't have any magic going for him. I mean, I guess some chaos damage, but I don't think it stops it technically. I-beam does some damage. I don't think it's what he is unless you're like at really low health and you know that you can survive and you're about to finish off. You know what I mean? Wall coming out for Chi Waver as Instababe barely hitting him with full metamorphosis, but still doing quite a bit of damage. Wall coming out for him. Chi Waver still has a karma if he ever so needs, so Instababe getting hit with a stun, and Instababe trying to see if he can finish him off right now. Might be a karma here. Could be possibly karma does come out, and Instababe trying to bail out of there immediately. Does he have the mobility? Like, he's staying afloat as fast as he can, dude. He just not attack him. Stun short on Chi Waver. Feels the fury to turn it around. Does bail out of that for a second. Into an imprison as he tries to get a heal. That's going to be in cap for a second by Chi Waver, but that Zuen is not going to let him sin CC. Does Instababe have an interrupt? He does not. So Chi Weaver actually got a lot of healing there. But does he have enough health to deal with his damage right now? Don't you wish you had cooldowns here? Is this cooldowns maybe a little bit too early? Like, if you had a cooldown there, that would have been it. Letteridge is up next. It does land a good roll into Instababe. That's going to be a stun though. Instababe trying to get a setup into another set of I-beam. That is full metamorphosis for him right now. Does have a trinket if he needs to. Letteridge looking to end up a kill. That's going to be a mark for death on him, but he actually goes up in the air right before a kidney shot can be established by Letteridge. He's reading these guys like a book. And Letteridge, he's kind of look like he was stuck in the corner for a second. Evasion coming out a little bit early. Instababe doesn't need to attack him, just imprison, keep him at bay for a bit. Maybe get him hit with something else. He's going to go for that blur blade dance to follow, trying to see if he can dodge that kidney shot. Does get a stun onto Letteridge instead, and Letteridge not tricking at anything. Letteridge just DC'd or quit or something. I think he DC'd. Could have been quit. That was a big 1v4 by Instababe. I read these guys like a book. Damn. That's where it's at. Woo! Goddamn, boy. Bells and Iborn or Highborn? What are you talking about? Demon Hunter is so broken for the win? Dude, they're nutty. They are nutty, aren't they? Oh my god. Frost with a damage potion to BG OPAF. You think so? Yeah. WoW Classic is live. WoW Classic, I think the server should be down unless they're down tomorrow. It's the 21st. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did the other team res one of the monks they did? Did they? Wait. Which one? Was it SBKS team? Or was it the other one with Zakati? If they did res him, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be resing anybody because it just confuses people. Yeah, guys, don't res. Like, if you're doing the duels, please don't res. That's confusing. They're not supposed to. I think it may be wrong. Yeah, well, they're not supposed to if they did. I didn't pay attention that closely, but they're not supposed to. I don't like when people res. Just because it's hard to keep track of who is next, who's dueling next, who's alive, who's dead, when you just start resing your friends or whatever. You know, and I just like to keep it somewhat semi-professional. and so every average viewer can come in. Like if an average viewer comes in and they see that a monk is alive and they're like, wait, why is he not playing? I'm like, he actually did get to play, but he died. But somebody arrested him, so it's confusion. And you coming in kind of midway. You know what response I'll get as soon as I explain to that? It's like, yeah, but why is that monk playing? What the fuck are you doing, Dalaran? Why would let that monk fucking play? And it's like, no matter how many times I explain to people, life of a YouTuber, boys. That's one thing. One. No, there's two, but one of them that I can complain about safely in my own house without getting bullied. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? Do we want to do more? Do we want to do 1v1s? I need to end that, by the way. That recording. Do we want to do 1v1? Do we want to do more 5-5? Chat, let me know what you want to do. I feel you, Lucron. I'm glad somebody does, man. Dude, Lucron, there've been days, and it's like, I understand that nobody watches me on my YouTube videos religiously, right? Nobody follows me and stalks me. I understand it completely, right? Completely understand. So it's gonna be some miscommunication. Yeah, people are gonna do. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine. But there's been days when I release a guide on a class, let's say sub-rogue PvP guide. That same day, somebody will come into the stream and be like, hey, Dal, do you have a guide on sub-rogues? And it used to really bother me, but it just boggles my mind more than anything. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I pulled one up this morning, my man. Because I understand, but it used to boggle my mind. It used to fuck with me, but now it just boggles my mind still. It's just like maybe they don't follow the stream, maybe they heard of me, but they don't particularly subscribe. They watch a few videos here and there, but they don't sub for everyone. That's perfectly fine. I do that with a lot of channels. When I think about it, like a whole line of them. Like if you're crossing booth and you're one person, dude. Yeah. Look around. It happens all the time, dude. Like when somebody's like, "Hey, what's better, sub, assassin, or outlaw?" And I'll answer throughout the day, sub or assassin or assassin or assassin. Let's say the answer is assassination. If assassin's better at what's the best spec for X, and my answer is assassination. You'll be like, thanks. And you'll have new people coming in all the time and ask the same question, but they weren't there for the stream when it was asked. But they still have the same question, you know, they're just getting back into the game. Let's say with patch 8.2, people are like, they just want to play the best spec, and I want to provide them the answer. And then all day I'm just like answering, and it feels like I'm repeating myself. Back when I first started, it used to mess with my head. I used to actually, like after the end of the stream, I was like, okay, I think I need meditation or something. That's what I used to be like. I think I need meditation because I'm about to rip a pillow apart. You know what I mean? But now it's just like, I think I've hit that point of sanity, that automated process. Lots of things for these days are automated. So we champion so far. BSKS team actually brought in quite a. I like the variety you brought in, my man. I like the variety of different boys in here. They're really keeping everybody else afloat. Everybody that like regulars. They're like, whoa, a challenge approaching. I watched all of your Legion videos, but I still love watching you because the same. But it's sometimes the same thing. Sometimes, oh, stream-wise, I can understand that. Yeah, I do have a schedule for my streams. I do have a schedule. I appreciate you hanging out, man. I appreciate all of you guys. No, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't bother me now, but it used to. That's all I'm saying. Do we want to do one more chat? I need you right now. I don't know what you wrote before. Write it right now. More 5-5 1v1s, or do you want to see a full-blown 1v1 between somebody, anybody? We'll probably do a lot of these duels like tomorrow and maybe Sunday, most likely. Unless EU still wants to do that transmo comp, then we could do EU and NA transmo comp. Perfectly fine by me. 5-5, 5-5, 5-5, bro. 5-5, 5-5, 1v1, 5-5. Ready for another one? We'll probably let Chrysler and Pixie Q. BSKS, you guys seem to do it a lot. For another 5-5? Alrighty, boys, there we go. Let's get ourselves Pixie and Chrysler. To get them dueling. Did I save that one? Hopefully I did. Here we go. like one vote in favor of 1v1s. Dude, I personally like duels 1v1s too. Like 5-5, 1v1s, I like them both. With the 5-5 format, there's a lot more people that get to play. And Catcher can come in his arms. The Twitch. Oh. Oh, boys. We got ourselves another one for the day. We got ourselves, yeah, boy. Katrikan coming back as the arms warrior. Please, everybody doing Katrikan those arms. Give him that honor duel, please. For the love of God, at least give him that honor duel. We also got Lion here. How you doing, La? We got Rector coming in as a Frost Death Knight with Stun Slav. Yo, dude, the Slav boys. We got UKL. Oh my god, it's so cramped in here. Asher on the other side, not cramped as much. We got Asher here, Kaiser, Purple Haze, TM Fox, and Osiris. How's it going, boys? Welcome back, welcome back. Seriously, if Katrikan is the one dueling, please give him the honor duels. We gotta give this Arms Warrior Master like a real duel, man. Give him a chance. Give this boy a chance! And it's okay if you lose against an Arms Warrior. It doesn't mean you're bad, it just means he's good. But give him a chance, don't just attack him. I'm gonna hope. Like, chat, I'm not gonna ban you for doing this, but the rest of the chat is they're gonna boo you out of the arena. Oh, Stun Slav is actually, ooh, interesting opener. Does get a sap at the Chrysler. Open it up on the pet. Garrod on both the pet and the Warlock. Pet is gonna go for the better CC, I think, but he's ready. He's ready to hit that thing anytime. Actually getting quite a big damage onto Chrysler. It's gonna be horror effect into a fear. A Stun Slav is gonna have to. Oh, Stunny Slav. He's a Stunny Slav. Study Slab, I like it. Drain Life coming out for Chrysler as Stun is going to bail behind the wall for a second. Try to get the dots rolling again. And Chrysler is going to disrupt him with those com flags. Dropping down the Infernal. Drake coming in as Chrysler trying to get a Casbolt in. That's actually going to be a chicken out of Stun into an interrupt. He's over there with the Infernal. Has evasion up and running. He's done quite a bit of fire damage to him. Really needs to make sure Concoction is rolling at all times. Is going to get Phantom Knives rolling on the Warlock and his team. Is going to land that Vanish for just a second. No dots on him right now. So actually just going to wait out Chrysler in his opener. Stun is still holding on to the Vendetta. No more Trinket for Chrysler. Hanging out by the eyes in case Chrysler does pick him up. Actually, no eyes for a while. Does he go for a sap? I think he tried to go for a sap on the pet. Gonna open up with a Garrod onto Chrysler. Could be the pet CC to follow. Does get a kidney shot. And the pet CC does hit him. He's actually going to put himself back. Yeah, that's a pretty big kidney shot. He could have made a lot of things happening with that. Cataclysm coming out for Chrysler though. Stun is going to get hit with a horror. More CC coming out for Chrysler. Into a Casbolt. Slav is going to have to eat that damage. Has a big trinket available for himself. Wants to go for a setup onto Chrysler, but not enough to connect. Does he go for the big Vendetta right now? Chrysler is kind of out in the open. Kick coming out onto the Fear. Kidney shot onto the Casbolt. This is where Vendetta rolls in. Chrysler might have to think about popping that wall and does pop that wall a little bit early. Going to be a conflag with a Warlock Hellstar against Stun into a Fear to follow. Does he go for the big setup? It looks like he doesn't have Dark Soul instability or doesn't roll Dark Soul instability this duel. It's really hard to tell exactly what he's doing with Dark Soul. I think he does have Dark Soul, doesn't he? He just hasn't used it yet. Mauda coming in onto Chrysler with a kidney shot. A Stun does get hit with a pet CC, but he does get a few seconds left under Chrysler off of that kidney. Chrysler does live through a Maledic, but he's actually dropping down health little by little into another horror. Trying to get Stun out of there, but Stun DR fully on that Fear. That's going to be finally Dark Soul instability for Chrysler. That's going to be a lot of resource generation because his abilities are more likely to crit. And if you can land those Casbolts, those will do far more damage. So it's actually a nice setup for him. Stun is trying to get over there. Is that going to be another pet CC? I think he's fully DR'd in the pet CC. Tricky coming out for Chrysler right now. As he bails out of that Stun into a Casbolt right in Stun's face. And that's going to be a Stun trying to come out by Chrysler, but Stun. I think I should call him Slav instead because I keep using Stun as like an ability as a Stun. Slav, we'll do that. Slav is going to pop that evasion a little bit early behind the pillar. Chrysler trying to land a Shadow Fury around the corner. Slav is just waiting now for the perfect moment. Needs to be aware of the pet CC that's going to come out immediately following the kidney shot onto Chrysler. Does land it. The pet is looking for that CC immediately. Is he going to do it? Doesn't going to happen. That's actually Chrysler's fully dotted up way in the back. Fully dotted up. He's going to take some healing back because the pet is attacking Slav. Into a horror, recovering a lot of health, into another Fear. Slav has Trinket available. Vanish coming out. Could Garrod the pet. And Chrysler, if he wanted to, he could have a go right now. Gonna get a Garrod on the Warlock, getting the dots up and running, get a shot. Let's go to Pet CC to stop him in place though. He did get feared early, so it was fully DR'd. Chrysler doesn't have the horror effect anymore. He's actually might be out of all options. Mark for death, and he does go down. A Slab does take him out. Perma is going up next with a stun on the Slab into a Cloak of Shadows immediately. Doesn't have blind or anything, just to find a way to shake Purple Haze off his back. Does get poisons on him, so at least it slows him down. But that's about all he could really do. Phantom dives and try to see if he can just stay afloat. Purple hasn't hasn't went for the kill just yet, but he might be going for it right now. Mallet onto Slav, and Slav is just running around. Does get a shadow step against Purple. And Purple doesn't have the mobility to catch up to him yet. Sprint coming out for Slav. He actually might be able to catch a resale. Does land a stab into Purple, but he does need a little bit of that damage. Does get a concoction rolling. Oh my goodness. Slav, man. Surviving Chrysler. Didn't do any... It didn't look like he went for any kind of tricks. He just went for a more passive playstyle. Waited until the perfect opportunity and did it. He went in for a couple times with the pet. Did have CC on him, but it was DR because of the fear. At least there's that. Slav is just waiting out for Purple. Is going to open up with the garage, trying to get the dots up and running. Purple is going to try to disengage for a second. Stun, Trinket coming out for Purple, immediately following that, get a shot. Stun onto Slav, and Slav getting stunned back-to-back blinded Purple, so Slav can actually go for a little bit of reset. And Slav, looks like he does have Vendetta up. If he goes for resap on a Purple, he is going to get full saps. If he has a perfect Vendetta lineup wombo combo, he might be able to do it. Has evasion to follow. Is he even going to go for it? He actually might not. Yeah, he actually just might not. Purple Haze, does he have eyes? He does have eyes, looking for Slav. And Slav is looking for more of a reset. He doesn't want to go in yet. Oh, Purple Haze getting caught in the corner of the wall for a second. Stun onto Slav. I-beam coming out again. Full Metamorphosis up and running. Stun. Slav does get himself evasion, and Purple is going to fly up in the air. Does he still get to hit him? Is that little crack? Does he... Okay, that is a wall. He doesn't actually... That little crack in the wall doesn't actually count as, like, for open line of sight. Thank God. That would have been weird. I guess, actually, technically, it should... It would have been broken, I feel like. Full Vendetta coming out as Slav is going to go for a bit of a dance, man. Vanish Cheap Shot on the Purple Haze. They continue damage. Back-to-back Cheap Shots into an Venom, but Doctor does drop down for Purple, though. Needs to maintain the dots on Purple the whole time. Keeping the poisons rolling on him as long as he can. Purple is going to go into the full Metamorphosis. Wants to get the big damage into Slav right now. Can he catch up? That is the question. Slav catching that resell for a second into a Garrod onto Purple. Into another knife throw, into a killer shot. Does he have enough Maledict to fall? Is that going to be enough to get him damage in? It looks like he's going to be able to. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Slav. Fox looks like he's going to be up next. Yep, Fox is up next. I like that watermelon transmog he's got going on. I very much like that. Look at the watermelon shoulder pads, dude. Don't tell me that's not watermelon. Don't tell me that is not watermelon. I know it's supposed to be a bug thing like the belt, but that is watermelon and a half, dude. Watermelon's perfect in summer weather. The road coming out onto Fox. He does land an incap onto Stun. Or Slav. Slav without a trinket is going to be kind of in a bad spot. That's going to be touching the full setup. Does he have a vanish? He doesn't even have a vanish. Looks like, oh, kidney shot does come out onto Fox. He does force a trinket out of it. And Slav is running the hell out of that. He's trying to run away from the touch of death. Fist of Fury does catch up. And he does land a blind onto Fox. He actually being an orc. He didn't sit that stun long enough. Had a full combo points ready for Fox at the beginning to force out that trinket and then sprinted out of there ASAP before he got completely rocked in that Fist of Fury. That was a perfect setup for him. That was so lucky. Fox is going to get the images up and running onto Slav. He's going to land a kidney shot onto Fox. He's going to go for that Mark for Earth and Venom and try to see if he can bail the hell away from him. Fox is going to burn the Warlike Hellstone. It's going to be a shadow step for Slav as it stays as mobile as he can. Going to land the concoction. Board coming in for Fox right now. Can he get the slows onto Slav? Almost. Does land an incap. Is he going to go for a big setup? Maledict onto Slav right now. That's going to be wall for Fox as he gets dampen harm. Evasion coming in for Slav though. Does get disarmed though. He's just trying to bide his time right now. Does miss the kick onto Fox though. That's going to be put him behind a little bit. Fist of Fury coming out. Doesn't have anything for this. Does have a trinket and a vanish if you haven't used it. Kidney shot coming out to Fox with a Vendetta. Full setup. Does Fox have anything for it? Look at this man do a little bit of dance. Just dancing around all these guys. Just dance around all of them, man. Oh my goodness. And Osiris is over there already on the hunt. Walks right by him. He's right on top of him. They could let us snap any moment. They walk right on top of each other. And ARU, by the way, this is an EU, man. EU. Is that a Gladiator Rogue? Is he Gladiator? Stanislav? Yeah, he's in pretty good, man. I like his Mog, too. It's really down-to-earth Mog. It's not really much like outgoing. It's very much down-to-earth. You're watching the reason because people hate Rogues, Glad Rogue. You are watching the reason because people hate Rogues, Gladiator Rogue. Hey, I gotta say, he's doing pretty good. It's not like he's cheating. It's not like he's using tank trinkets, because he is not. He's just stunning people. He's just playing his class. He's just making sure to get poisons on them. Alright, chat will let me know if you guys actually have fun with this or not. If you guys have more fun watching this than watching a warrior play. You guys tell me that at the end. Let's enjoy ourselves though for now. Blind coming on to Stun to Slav. Kiddish shot to follow. Does have a trinket, but that's not going to be Vendetta. Oh, trinket turns around. The stone into Osiris. Is that going to force a trinket out of him? Maledict to follow. Trinket forced out on Osiris. Late though. And Stun to Slav is going to get the fan of knives rolling onto Osiris, making sure to maintain the dots into a blind as soon as he sees the Vendetta. I want to see the priest. Ooh, I do too want to see the priest. What's up, Zane? How you doing, man? The fact that he has so much as fights with the HP. He does get a lot of HP though, doesn't he? But he does get himself a good reset though. It's not like he's been just LOSing people and just waiting and burning concoctions for like an hour. And Osiris does go down. Yo, I don't want to take away from Slav's victory here, man. I don't want to do it. So we're just going to keep on with the games. Asher is up next. Almost caught Slav. How's Slav looking? He has evasion. Cloak of Shadows down. Vendetta up if he needs to. Does have Vendetta. Vanish, Vendetta, evasion. That's all he needs, I think. He's going to open up onto Asher, get the dots rolling, and going to go for a mark for death. Kidney shot to follow, too. That's going to be a shadow step away from Asher ASAP. As soon as he gets a chance. Asher does land an incap on him though. He's gonna go for a big setup. No chicken available for Slav though, but the stun is gonna be short, gonna be a full stun. Fist of Fury with the pets. And it's gonna get a concoction rolling while Whirling Dragon Punch coming out. Does get a pre-feint for the damage. Does pre-feint a lot of it. Maledict coming out onto Slav right now. Good vanish if he needs to. Gets another kidney shot onto Asher. Try to see if he can force the cooldown out of Asher. That's gonna go for that vanish to get a reset. Maybe he could have just ran, sprinted out. Force Asher to maybe burn mobility. Maybe. Maybe not. But Asher is looking pretty healthy right now, man. Look at him. Even he was doing a little bit of a dance. This is where Sunislav, if he could get this last man standing, he'll be golden, boy. Fist of Fury coming down was really short, though. Does land a full Fist of Fury. Kidney shot onto Asher with the dots rolling. Asher is going to have to cleanse himself off those dots. Needs to get a heal rolling. But the poisons are going to keep him very immobile. Does catch an incap onto Slav. Is going to get a slow on him. Slav is going to burn that sprint. It's going to go for Fananas to get a slow going onto Asher. Building the calm points off of him while he has a disarm rolling on him. Does get a shot onto Asher, but kind of DR'd it a bit. Blind coming down to Asher. Asher is not going to trinket it, because that will give Slav too much of an opportunity here. It's going to go for a sap right now. Our road opener was kind of risky. It is kind of risky, especially against a monk, because you know they can just Fist of Fury. Just like that, Clockwork Asher is able to counter the opener for Slav into Alexu, forcing a trick out of him. Evasion for Slav right now. And Asher is going to bail away, just kiting away from the evasion of a little bit. Smoke bomb coming out. And decided, you know what, I can get into that smoke bomb. Stun Slav, he does get himself a reset for a second. Into a full kidney shot onto Asher with Vendetta, forcing out a trinket. Not even trinket. Does reflect the Maledict back to him with a karma to follow. And Slav is kind of out in the open. Fist of Fury hampering him down. I think he might just go down to the Fist of Fury. Whirling Dragon Punch it down. He goes. Gladiator stunning Slav does go down to Asher. Who's up next? Is Asher going to go for a big 1v5? Is Asher gonna go for the big one now, boys? Oh my god, he actually... Well, he's against Wrecker. Unless Wrecker is gonna wreck his day, man. Taking the Elite Monk of 45% dampening? Yeah. It did take a lot, didn't it? Alright, Wrecker, show us how Frost Death Knights do it, man. Show us how Frost DKs do it, as Asher does get the opener. Wrecker trading out the common cold with him. It's going to be quite a bit for Wrecker. Does get a stun into Asher while he's leg swept. It's going to go for a trinket. Wrecker is going to get hit with a disarm. It's going to be touch of death on him right now. Does get a second stun rolling into Asher. Asher's going to follow up with the Fist of Fury early on. Wrecker's going to take quite a bit of damage though. That touch of death dropping him down very low. Transfusion coming out. Maledict follow. Doesn't have AMS for this one though. Needs to heal desperately. And Asher actually just claps him out. Waiting out for the AMS. AMS came out a little bit too early for Wrecker. If you waited with that just a little bit, just by a hair, they won't need to worry about it. Asher is allowed the full honor duel here versus UKL. Now they're just going to let this man, last man on the Lions, fight it out to the very end. Is going to get the opener. UKL is going to get up in there into a stun. Blade Dance to fall. It needs to get the I-beam rolling ASAP. And Asher, I think, is rolling COS Pans. Going to get a Fist of Fury. Does get stunned up on it. Does interrupt UKL onto his I-beam. Not letting him get a full cast off. Is going to bail out behind the wall. Ring of Peace coming down on one side. Oh, UKL got to catch him on that cast. Going to hit him with an imprison. This to get some big damage out. Gonna get disarmed for a second into a leg sweep. Chickens out immediately. Asher looking to follow up with a damage while he has the images up and running. Metamorphosis coming out for UKL, stunning Asher into an I-beam. Lots of damage available. Could be seeing a karma out of here. We are seeing a karma, and UKL is just gonna fly up in the air. Just needs to not do any damage to Asher. Asher is gonna retreat and go for Vivify's ASAP. UKL still holding him to darkness. Metamorphosis is up for him. Asher, I think, holding on to a trinket right now. Used human racial, I think, at one point already. So he still could get out of a stun. UKL needs to min-max the output of his metamorphosis right now, I think. Does land a stun onto Asher. I-beam triple along the metamorphosis. Needs to get those back-to-back damage rolling, especially with Blade Dance and obliterates. Does he go for him? You just gotta... He's waiting him out. That's not a good idea. UKL, you're just letting him heal. Why do you... You're gonna pay for it, man. If you're gonna lose this, you would lose it because you're letting Asher heal. You should probably get at him. I know he was trying to bait you at him, but he's also perfectly fine not taking damage. You gotta stop him from healing. Touch of Death coming down. UKL has no trinket. Fist of Fury to follow. Acid gets hit with Alexia. One Dragon Punch to follow, and UKL is done. If he has anything for this, he's just done. Let's see, can Darkness it. Nope, done. Allah is gonna be up next. Is he gonna give him full honor duel too? Wait, is this actually gonna be Asher coming back in a big old 1v5? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Asher is actually given a full opportunity, man. La, you're playing a Shadow Priest, you realize it, right? Oh my goodness. What a nice Shadow Priest. What a nice Horde Shadow Priest. Asher is going to get that opener stun coming out on him off the bat. La doesn't have the resources off the bat to go for Void Eruption, though. It's going to be Fist of Fury by Asher. Malady coming out onto the monk, onto the priest, actually, as he goes for a massive spell on that thing. And did Asher get dispelled of that shadow, of that fear? Did he dispel his fear? I think he did. I'm pretty sure it was Mindbender that tagged him a little bit too hard off that fear, but it almost looked like he dispelled his fear after fearing him. I know he was going to dispel his Mally. Does land a Mally into Asher. He does reflect it back into La, but does get Horde out. Needs to get dots up and running again onto Asher. Getting silenced up with a trinket. VT try to come out. Does land VT. Needs to go for any kind of healing. Disperse needs to come out. Asher is dotted up. Does have images back up. We're fine for his life, but the dots are actually keeping himself kind of lowish. La needs to make sure to heal up a full. A 69% dampen is going to be very, very little healing to do. Asher has Karma. La. I don't know if La can do this, man. Maybe. Maybe they can. He's dead. La got this. I believe, dude. I believe in the cleave. Incap coming out. Stun onto Asher. Needs to get the dots up and running. Does get Void Eruption rolling. Interfere off the Fist of Fury. La needs to get more instant cast rolling. Is going to go for Shadowman's. Asher could go for a lot of healing, too. I feel like at this point, La just needs to get damage up and running. Needs to get the Siphon Manbender. Ooh, taking a lot of damage right now. Has Greater Fate up and running. Actually, Greater Fate letting him live for a little bit longer. Does go for a silence onto Asher. Does he have enough to finish him off? Karma might come out for Asher right now. He has Mindbender slapping him on the side. La is trying to go to end the game. Actually goes for that extra Karma at the very end. And Asher barely has any health. La almost had it, actually. If that Karma didn't happen, that would have been it. And Asher... Kachikan! You cannot let this man heal to full at this point. You have to end him. You have to end him. Have to end him. That's so close. La, you had him. Oh my goodness, that Karma at the end. He just was holding on to that Karma, dude. If any of your abilities crit there, Asher would have been done. 75% dampener. Cat, he's not gonna be able to heal for 75% dampener. Disarm immediately onto Ashley. He doesn't get to get Fist of Fury up and running. Double charge for Cat, triple charge for Kachikan. Cleaving through, running through Asher right now in the opener. Asher, I cannot believe you came back like that. We had a Rogue obliterate his team, and Asher's back to back to back to back. You know, if dampening wasn't that high, I would have been okay, Asher, get full health so you can try versus Cat. But at this point, dampening is so high and he's going up against an arms warrior. Catcher can end this man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. That was an awesome duel. That was a nice duel. I agree with the basic. How you doing, my guy? Was it the last 5-5? I think it might be the last 5-5 for today. I need to get some food, editing to do as well. Lots of stuff with patch 8.2 coming out very, very soon, boys. I think that was the last one. We're going to do duels tomorrow. And EU, before you leave, Europeans that watch this stream, beautiful Europeans. No chance for us? You guys got to play a couple times. Come on, BSKs. We'll get you guys in more in these duels, man. You guys can become regulars. Come on. One more. Yeah, my team was waiting. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I only stream for 2 hours a day, and I'm like 30 minutes over. I got videos to edit, man. Daylight's burning. But yo, always happy to have you guys join us. I like the variety. I like having more people, especially experienced people in here, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. EU, tomorrow is NA day, but if not enough NA are on, we can do EU. If not enough NA tomorrow are on, we can do EU. So be here tomorrow. It might be a day where it's all NA, because NA actually comes out and plays. But if there's not enough NA, we're gonna also do EU. We'll probably hop on 4th or just do EU. So be here tomorrow. I need you, boys. Привет, хороший стрим. Здорово, здорово. Дарион Изар. Здорово, как дела, мой друг? Большое спасибо, то, что пришел на стрим. Большое спасибо всем русским на стриме. Подписывайтесь на канал. No, go on, I bomb. What? Scammed? Yeah, it's Kamaz, dude. It's Kamaz. Put YouTube videos in? Alright, man. Sounds good. Sounds good, my man. Duel, Stanislav, and one rogue. Yo, you guys can duel another time, man. You guys can duel another time. Alrighty, boys. Thank you all so much for coming by. I'll see you guys next stream. I gotta get some food to go on. Alrighty, boys. Peace.